The Wild Wild West.
See how Vegas went.
What happened?
All right, go ahead.
Sure.
Show number 2. So show 1 goes great.
Mm-hmm.
Show number 2, for some reason, 50 seats in the front. 50 seats in the front are just completely empty.
Oh no! Did
And
50 Cent do it to?
Basically exactly what 50 Cent did, except I think it was the venue that kind of got me, because those are like artist tickets that why the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway,
So you're supposed to like dole those out.
so I walk out, it's front rows pretty empty. I start doing my little act, and about 10 minutes in, a guy in the balcony just goes, "Fuck you, Shane, you fucking sellout piece of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you." He got kicked out. And I was on stage like, "How the fuck am I a sellout? I didn't fucking sell out." What the fuck? I was like, it must have been one of those bastard Saudis. But what the fuck?
What the fuck, dude?
I think he was mad he heard some of that material before.
What do you mean?
I guess he had heard that material. Because I was, of course, that's 10 minutes in. So the rest of the show, I'm just devastated.
Yeah.
Like at first, it didn't quite hit me.
Oh, that would kill me.
And then throughout the show, I was just getting sadder and sadder.
Oh.
And then I get off stage. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Like, I'm talking to everybody. I'm like, what did he mean? How did I fucking tell me how I sold out?
No.
This is the rest of the night. I'm like,
You got
wait,
Lincoln, dude. It's in the
I
man from
got
the theater.
Pop, dude.
No.
And then Ethan was there. So he was like, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out exactly who that was and what was happening. And I was like, I sicked my dogs of war upon him, my Jews. Apparently he was like fighting, arguing with security, and he was like, he did that material last time he was here. Fuck him. Blah, blah. I haven't been to fucking Vegas. I
Yeah.
had like a guest spot on Burt's, which was probably the 15 I opened up with.
Yeah, but
So
that's
he probably heard that first 15 and was just like, I'm done with this shit. Fucking sellout. Anyway, so that was
that's insane.
catastrophic. It's
no.
never really happened. That was a tough one.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah. So that was sad.
That was a that's definitely one of those formative moments though. Maybe it'll give you a good fired charge.
Yeah.
Or does it just sting?
Uh
So I like every now and again, you know, I've heard of people doing like poorly on those big giant shows you do.
yeah.
And they do.
This was a small one.
I was talking when I did terrible on the one time. I was like, it has a real, gives you a real formative
I wasn't
charge.
going to bring it up.
But afterwards, though, I got like a real
Sure.
fire in my belly. But
Yeah.
if there was like even like one empty table in the front, I get freaked out. I'm like, why? What is that about?
I was so mad. I was like, why would this has been sold out for a while? Why would you leave like 3 rows
yeah, that's
in the
crazy.
front? And that's all you can see. I'm just kind of talking to no one, and then all of a sudden a guy in outer space is like, "You fucking suck." I was like, shit.
You're like, what was that place Elvis got like stuck in?
Yeah.
What is that place called? What was the theater Elvis got stuck in that he had to
In
perform?
Vegas?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was thinking Fat Elvis the whole time. I love Fat Elvis so much. Fat Elvis coming out. It's like my favorite video ever.
You know what killed him was a heart attack while he was defecating because it was on so many narcotics. It was just.
Oh man, I didn't.
Yeah.
I never realized he was pushing that hard because
Yeah,
of
he was pushing.
the pains.
Yeah. And he was probably also swiveling his hips while he pushed.
Yeah,
He's like,
Those days, I think, were long gone for Elvis.
True. True
I
that.
don't know. Did you ever see Fat Elvis in Vegas?
I don't
Unchained
think I have.
Melody is
it's awesome.
fucking incredible.
So all the Pepsi
Yeah,
or the Cokes or
and then
whatever.
just
on
he
top.
comes out, you're like, oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Is that
this
the thing where he
pathetic.
does his karate thing?
He does a little karate up front.
stage,
That's why
yeah.
everyone's like, Jesus, this guy's done. And then he hits
thinking-
Unchained Melody, and it's just,
I did see
holy
that.
shit.
It is awesome.
My thinking on it was he's gone.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Nick, what's going on, man? We were just talking about some disastrous things that happened this weekend, but I'll be all right, you know.
I see you got a Napoleon with Bud Light. I like
Yeah,
that.
it was a nice gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend's girlfriend paying that for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's new? What's new
Yeah,
and
I'd like
shaking?
to get right into this.
Well,
Okay,
you know,
we gotta
I'm
get this,
the
all
guy
right, never
that
mind.
I'm the guy that you invite when you want to hear about child trafficking and child abuse.
Yeah.
It's It's really
That's one way to put it.
it's quite a distinction, I got to admit. But I do want to say, when I first met you guys, you were living in, I believe,
Queens.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
or Queens, yeah. And now you've got a sitcom on Netflix, which if I ever get tired of being a writer, I'm going to aspire to work at a tire shop. I mean, it looks like
We actually have a child trafficking episode.
Oh, really? Wow.
working on
I
it.
got right
Get you in there.
And then
be a
I saw
consultant.
Matt a couple weeks ago on Netflix, and he enumerated every reason why I've never been married.
Well, thank you, sir.
But I'm glad to be back. Always like to hang out with you guys. Always a good time.
Glad.
Yeah,
have
it's
you.
very nice to have you. This is it's very reminiscent of the Skrilla episode.
Yeah. How so?
Just
Yeah.
polar opposites. Just joking.
I thought he was like, his face isn't covered.
The last time I was on here, I was starting a nonprofit organization called
Remember that.
Epstein Justice. And what we're trying to do is get an independent congressional commission to look at the crimes committed by Epstein. Right now, some legislators are trying to get a bill through, but I don't think it's going to work. It's called a discharge petition. And they need a majority in the House, which they have, but Mike Johnson isn't swearing in this woman who became a representative in Arizona. So if they can get a majority in the House, it can become a bill. It would be Bill 165. And if they can get a majority in the House to vote on an Epstein investigation, then it'll go through Senate Majority Leader John Thune, who's very skeptical. He's not been very positive about an Epstein investigation. And if it can get through him, then it goes to a vote to the Senate. And if it can get through the Senate, then Donald Trump has to sign it into law. And
He's
Donald
definitely
Trump,
not
Oh, well, he'll sign it.
You should have burned it.
without a doubt.
What's plan B?
So what we're shooting for is an independent congressional commission where we need a majority in the House and we need a majority in the Senate, but we don't need a presidential signature.
Right.
And our plan is to harass legislators until they do the right thing and make sure that, because there's 218 that are willing to vote for this discharge petition. So there is a majority there. And I think that there would be people receptive. It's unfortunate, though, that it's partisan. I mean, all we want is a simple investigation into child trafficking, Epstein-related child trafficking, but it's become a partisan issue. When you would think that every legislator would want to vote for, yes, we need an investigation into a child trafficking network where no one has been indicted except for Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Anytime like somebody like Thune, who if anybody's like cynical against it, it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of it's a weird thing to be against, you know?
Thune, I mean, I look at all these guys that are against it. And I mean, it's really weird.
It's weird to be against that.
That we have congressmen and congresswomen that vote against an investigation into child trafficking. When you think about that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, it's also, so is the thing I'm always confused about, like, are there really like Epstein papers? Like, I find it hard to believe there's like a giant stack of papers that has a bunch of information about like high power sex offenders that's just sitting in a safe right now that people are like, no, you can't see that. Wouldn't they destroy that?
Well, I released Epstein's Black Book and Flight Logs
Yeah, I remember
in
that.
2015. And all the perps are in that book, and all the perps are on the flight logs. I mean, there's a lot of other people that are named, but there's a lot of perps. And the day after Epstein was arrested, the FBI opened up his safe. And his safe contained
Oh, there you go.
discs and discs and discs of underage girls.
Dang.
And also, there were hard drives that were taken too. And the thing about Pam Bondi, she's saying that the FBI just started looking at this stuff a couple of months ago, which is total bullshit. I mean, the FBI and Department of Justice and whoever else was covering up for Epstein, they were looking at that stuff in 2019. It didn't like sit in some dark corner of the FBI. And now we got to look at it 6 years later. So the Trump administration has been guilty of a lot of lies. Pamela Bondi came out and said, yes, it's on my desk and we're going to release names. And then they released it and it was a nothing sandwich. I provided more incriminating information on Jeffrey Epstein and his network in 2015 than Pam Bondi did in 2025.
That's pretty weird, actually, now you say that.
And then she said that she'd been bamboozled by the FBI field office, that they had, because it was such a nothing sandwich. And then she said, now she has a truckload of evidence. And she said,
It's never great. Whole truckload of CP.
Yeah, what's the protocol for them watching? Is there like a specific government protocol? You have to literally watch child pornography. Like, how do they do? Is there like a 30-second increment thing, or like how do they do that?
I don't know. They probably hire some pervs or something. It's
There's probably plenty of them in the government. It's perfect.
We got a couple guys that'll volunteer over there.
No, for real, that's like fucked up to have to watch
Of course.
that. Yeesh.
so
Yeah, it's like life altering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pam Bondi then said, she keeps digging herself into a deeper and deeper hole. She said, only matters related to national security would be redacted. So now she has to tell us what a bunch of child molesters have to do with national security. And then ultimately they put out a memo that no one signed that said that there were 300 gigabytes impounded from Jeffrey Epstein, that there are over 1,000 victims, and that Jeffrey Epstein just downloaded these thousands of hours of pornography from the internet, and he molested over 1,000 victims without any help except from Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, total bullshit. And Bondi had said earlier that there were videos of Epstein molesting underage girls. So the lies have just kept mounting and mounting and mounting. And I think that that's why this case is being kept alive. One of the reasons why is people want to know the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's also just disappointing because that's like the one thing, because like with the shutdown and everything, it's like they're bickering over this and that, but definitely having sex with children, you'd think they'd kind of pop the mask off and be like, all right, we'll get to the bottom of this one. If they're punting that around, it's like, man, these guys really will lie about anything. Sad.
Yeah.
It really shows how degenerate
Yeah.
our government is. And then Mike Johnson, who's the House Majority Speaker, he said that, and this is really bizarre, he adjourned the House early so it couldn't vote on Massey's discharge bill, which would have had the representatives vote on whether or not there should be an Epstein investigation. And then we found out that he had an app on his phone called Covenant Eye.
Yeah.
And his son also has Covenant Eye, so they can monitor each other's consumption of pornography. Yeah. That's our Speaker of the House. And
at least he wasn't there, probably. That's fair. Or maybe that's where
was he?
Changes
that could cut both ways.
Yeah, true. Get back from the trip, you're like, look, son, we're going to start cracking down on this whole thing here.
Yeah, it's time to make some changes.
And then
God,
he told an unbelievable lie that Donald Trump was an informant working
a man on the
for
inside.
the FBI spying on Epstein. And that was such an egregious lie that he had to walk it back. So
hold on, he claimed Donald Trump was there as like a secret high-level informant.
Yeah, as an informant.
00 Trump was down there
he was down
on
there.
the massage table.
yeah.
And now he's not opening up the House, so that discharge petition cannot be voted on. I mean, but even if that discharge petition makes it through the House and makes it through John Thune and makes it through the Senate, it's never going to make it through Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, but we have a president, and I don't have Trump derangement syndrome, but we do have a president that's committed to not making sure that there's an investigation into a bunch of child molesters.
Would you say there's a chance that Trump is trying to hide that investigation because he knows the people that would release it would use him as, like, they would maybe insert him more than he was into it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they might weaponize it against him if you let the Democrats lead the investigation. Now that's just, I'm just playing.
No, that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I think what Trump is hiding, Trump might be involved. I mean, with Epstein, people pretty much knew what he. John McCain's widow was being interviewed about Epstein, and she said that everybody knew what Epstein was about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not like a secret that what Epstein was about.
Yeah.
And Trump hung out with him for a long time.
Now, the thing I've always been told is he stopped hanging out with him after
Yeah.
the first time Epstein got caught in Florida.
No, it was before. Okay, so there's two stories about that.
Yeah.
There's two that Epstein did something very inappropriate to an underage girl at Mar-a-Lago, and then the other story is that they had a bidding war on a mansion in Florida, and
Yeah.
that for some reason that ended their friendship. We really don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like, damn pedophile outbidded me, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't Bill Gates still hang out with him after he got busted for, because he got like busted on record for pedophilia.
Yeah, in Florida. Then
In 2007.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cover story is that Bill Gates was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein in 2011. But there's an article by the Evening Standard, a UK paper, that talks about them doing business in the 1990s.
Okay.
So we have no idea of how long Bill Gates has been hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein.
Got you.
I would say the big thing for me is who's hanging out with him after he got busted in 07. Was that the first time Epstein got busted for
Yeah.
underage stuff?
Yeah.
That would be, to me, a pretty important marker as to who's still hanging out with him after that.
Well, John Burns, the head of the CIA, hung out with Jeffrey Epstein.
Another undercover agent, son of a bitch.
Who's not a spy? in
I
this?
think Bill Gates' wife came out and said he was chilling
this-
with Epstein after he got indicted.
Was this all just to capture Chris Tucker? Was this all just to bring down Tucker?
Let's take down Hawkins, man. They had
That
to take
damn
down
Chris
Hawkins.
Tucker.
Yeah. They got Spacey, Tuckman, and fucking Hawking. This is all
No,
for
no,
that.
it was Spacey and Tucker and Clinton on Epstein's plane.
Yeah.
Now you know that something very aberrant went down there with those.
Aberrant's a good word.
Allegedly.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Allegedly.
Yeah, true.
This whole podcast, allegedly.
Exactly. We're merely speculating. But yeah, I mean, so do you worry the kind of like appetite for justice will fizzle out under all kind of the current just people just, I guess obfuscating's the word, just being like, whatever, who cares? Let's move on. We got bigger fish to fry.
I don't think so. I mean, this thing has been covered. The Bush too covered it up. I mean, he was the guy that got the ball rolling on the cover up, and
you
in
explain
2007.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then Biden covered it up.
Yeah.
And Obama covered it up, and Trump covered it up. So it's been
the
covered
hell
up
happened?
by 4 different presidents.
Jesus Christ.
Must have
And
been the sickest part. It's Project X, dude. Fucking they did it. Dude.
Hawkins had the ski goggles
I'm
on.
a pursuit of-
Yeah, like that makes it seem so horrible.
It's the party of the century. They can't tell their parents.
I mean, that's so damning. If every single
4 presidents.
yeah,
Where Trump got himself into trouble is he said he'd be transparent about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
And Epstein is a Pandora's box. Once you open that, once Pandora's box is opened, the curse comes out.
Yeah.
And Trump thought that, I believe that Trump thought he could open it ever so slightly and slam it shut. But as soon as he opened it, the curse came out.
Yeah.
And he is hemorrhaging MAGA because of this issue. There's a lot of MAGA people that have just, the Trump administration and Mike Johnson have just been filled with so much bullshit that they've completely embarked on a different path than Donald Trump. I mean, they've jumped ship.
Would you say that the Epstein thing seems like a Mossad and CIA? Is it like joint to you, or is it just Mossad? Or
It's entirely possible. People say it's just Mossad, and I can't imagine the Mossad compromising American politicians on American soil without the CIA getting a cut.
Yeah.
I look at the Mossad and the CIA, at least the dark side of the Mossad. It's like the Gambino and the Genovese crime family. I mean, they're both engaged in the same criminality, and they work together instead of working against
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other. And Virginia Giuffre, her memoir came out a couple of days ago, and she talked about a prime minister that beat her up, and that was really vicious with her. And I knew Virginia. I got to know her pretty
Fucking
well.
Angela Merkel.
It's Virginia told me that it was a Hood Barak.
Fucking Merkel.
Sorry.
Merkel got in there.
That's terrible.
Laid the lumber. Allegedly. No, it was.
It was a Hood Barak,
Oh,
the prime
okay.
minister.
Whoa, okay. I was going to say, why didn't she name him?
She just said prime minister in her book, but she told me
That's
that,
Turkey,
Oh,
right?
shit.
that it was a Hood Barak.
Is that Turkey?
No, he was the prime minister of Israel.
Oh, jeez.
And he was also head of Israeli intelligence at one point, too.
Yikes.
So that's how high this goes. It goes to the former prime minister of Israel, and it goes very, very high in American politics, too.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're not going to get that.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell us that.
They're going to need like a Snowden type figure.
Well, and I think that's why Americans really want to know how corrupt their political system is. And I've been writing about political blackmail for 22, 23 years. And I think that our political system is rife with blackmail. Even if Trump isn't involved with Epstein, he's protecting a system that's heavily compromised. I mean, that's what I believe.
Yeah, I mean, that as far as I can, I mean, you know, I don't really know much about the government, but yeah, if they can't release that, if they do have damning evidence that they can't release, it's kind of proof. You know, I mean, their whole thing is kind of like, dude, there's nothing there. People are hyping this all up. It's not what they said it was, but I don't know.
There's
Seems like
over
there could be.
1,000 victims that
Yeah.
we know of.
There you go.
And-
There's good counterpoint.
We know, we know that, and then we know the procurers. We know who a bunch of the procurers are.
What?
I mean, the New York Times has written an article on 6 procurers, and Politico has written an article on 5 procurers. So we could take those procurers and indict them on multiple counts of child trafficking, and then they would roll over on the perps, and then you've got a bunch of victims who would be willing to testify against the perps. I mean, this whole thing could be taken care of really quickly if the Department of Justice had the will. If Pamela Bondi and Kash Patel weren't lying their asses off, this could be taken care of.
Yeah, that was the one thing that kind of sunk them when they were asked directly, like, were you told to warn Trump if anything came up, kind of like indicting him or, you know, alleging that he was involved, and they would be like, why are you even asking me this? Which is kind of like, dude, it's a yes or no, man. Just say yes, but yeah.
But that's also the thing where it's like, I'm not defending Trump again, but it's like there's an idea where he could be like, the intelligence communities have been trying to get him.
Yes,
Some parts of the intelligence community have been trying to get him for a while.
for sure.
It's like, who knows, under the last,
Yeah.
if they like slid some fucking names in there of like, well, Trump did this also. You just add it to the fucking file.
Yeah.
And then when he's like, I'm going to release it, and he opens it, and it's like, oh shit, they said I did a bunch
They got
of shit.
me. The letter.
I don't know.
What do you think about the letter? No, true. That
But
letter.
he was obviously, you know, he was boys with him.
Who knows? Yeah, exactly. But say the letter's not real. That would have scared me. If I was a president and they came up with a thing, be like, "Yo, this guy wrote this," I'd be like, "Fuck."
Now,
this.
you guys think a letter is real?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I have a hard time believing
Okay.
that Rupert Murdoch would have published it without vetting it. And if you look at the birthday book and the other entries, it's consistent with what's in the birthday book.
Yeah.
So,
So you believe the letter's real?
yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Can he draw like that? That was like kind of fucking impressive, honestly. Taken out of the context.
I mean, he probably had a kid do it.
I was impressed with the handwriting. I don't have very legible handwriting.
No,
So
but even shaping it like
yeah.
also the wordplay, again, just taken out of context was, I thought, fairly strong. Judging it as a piece of prose, I was like, damn, I didn't know Trump had had that in him. Blood of the poets coursing through him.
So I've been in this reality for a long time. I've been investigating Epstein since 2012. What do you guys think? I mean, what's your surmise on all this?
Part of me if I'm being honest, it's like there is something awesome about being like, yeah, all the guys on top are sick perverts and I get to take them down. So there's part of me that like not wants it to be true, but I get like excited for that to come out. So I try not to get too like, yeah, it's definitely the case. But the more and more people who really research it tend to be like, yeah, it was definitely a giant conspiracy that's being covered up. So I kind of believe that. I think it's I think there's a strong possibility it's a horrible, terrible conspiracy that's getting covered up by super powerful people.
Yeah.
So
89% of the American people want the Epstein files to be released. And the government...
Shout out to those 11%.
Yeah, I was thinking, there's probably 11% are probably pedophiles.
That's crazy.
I think they actually, they polled, I forget, I don't know what country it was in, but they were like, should we relax the child, like the pedophilia laws? And I do think there were 14% of people, it was either pedophilia or child pornography, were like, shouldn't be that big of a deal. Which is crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, Alan Dershowitz is on record saying that child pornography should be legal.
Yeah, dude.
He was one of Epstein's swell.
Maybe it was a
swell
podcast.
pals.
Maybe he might have been doing a podcast. It might have been out of context. He might have been joking.
Damn, what's his argument for that? Being like,
Probably have that quote at some point, dude. We've done this for a million hours. Sure, there was one night where I jokingly said that.
Dershowitz is a serious man.
I'm serious as hell. Fucking sell out. Fuck you.
Matt, stop laughing and get quiet. Matt, seriously, I know we fuck around a lot, but I want to make it a really
This
important
is an
point.
important thing I want to say.
You in
You got that
2017.
legalize it.
It's you in 2017.
Legalize it.
Matt, seriously, can you fucking stop messing around? I want to make a point. So why did Dershowitz say that?
I think Alan has some psychological issues
Yeah, fair.
towards women. I
Thinks they're
busted
too
him
old.
lying. And he was sued by, Virginia Giuffre's affidavit came out in 2015, and she said that she'd been molested by Alan Dershowitz and Prince Andrew and Jean-Luc Brunel. And Alan Dershowitz went on the offensive, and he
He's
was
like, I don't
talking.
think it's a crime.
What's that?
What was his offensive? Like, I don't think it's a crime.
Well, no, his offensive was, I never fly without my wife.
Oh, the Pence.
And then the pants too. And then the flight logs that I had that I put up showed that he was definitely flying without his wife.
Liar.
So he told American lawyer that he only flew with his wife, and then I nailed him lying. I said, are you sure you want to go with this? And then he said, well, maybe I forgot, this girl. Or that.
Forgot to bring her to the sex island.
And then he changed his tune
Oh,
because
that's right. She wasn't there.
She would have hated it. Wait, so he did? He changed it and it was like, okay, so maybe sometimes I do.
Well, he changed his tune in a deposition, and he said that his wife flew with him on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. So, I busted Alan
Dang.
and lying.
He had to change it up a little bit. And be
He
like,
had to
oh,
change
yeah.
it up a little bit after that article came out.
What office does this guy hold? What does he do? I always hear his name. I don't know really what he does.
Well, I mean, he's a retired Harvard law professor, but he's made his name defending rapists and murderers.
Jesus.
Like Mike Tyson and O.J. Simpson. And he's got a long list of malignant types that he's defended.
Okay.
Klaus von Bülow. That's his thing, is trying to show innocence to the most guilty, malignant people on the face of the earth. That seems to be his thing.
So, how'd you get into all this? What got you kind of, seems to be like a crazy thing to kind of buckle down into. How'd you get into this?
I had a difficult childhood, and that's kind of the reason why. I have a lot. Before I even got into writing about this really weird shit, I had written a lot about children's issues, and my mom was a Playboy bunny, and I never knew my father. I was born in Minneapolis, and then we moved to Chicago where she was a bunny, and then we moved in with another bunny.
Whoa.
So when I was a kid, I was raised by bunnies. And Freud's Oedipus complex.
Let's get into it, yeah. You're in the hutch.
Freud's Oedipus complex has been largely dismissed, but I really like carrots. I ate a lot of carrots, so I don't know what.
So it was just bunnies. So what would Freud say about it? Because there's supposed to be the fear of the father castrating you. You had no fear of the castration.
I didn't meet my dad till I was 16.
Oh, yeah.
So it was, it's kind of funny. My mom told me how bad my dad was.
Yeah.
My grandmother told me how bad my dad was. My uncles told me how bad my dad was. And then when I met him, he was much worse.
Oh, shit. I thought he was going to be the man.
Yeah.
Sounds like he was the man, dude.
So
probably jealous you're hanging out with bunnies. You're really fucking pumped.
Well, it was a good gig as a kid to hang out with bunnies. I mean, there wasn't anybody to play with.
For sure.
But the bunnies were always really nice to me.
That's nice.
And my mom went to LA. My mom and I went to LA. She split Chicago. We went to LA. And, but we lived with 2 women, and one of them married a mafioso, and one of them became a prostitute, and a high-class prostitute. And my mom ultimately married an attorney. So he was an asshole, but she got the best bet of any of the three, the best deal.
So just to bring it back, so why was your dad's what was your impression of your dad when you finally met him at 16? Like, what did he do that you were like, damn, this guy is a fucking asshole?
But I mean, just he dripped of it. I mean, there wasn't a benevolent bone in his body. I mean, just a really nasty, foul human.
Damn.
Being. Yeah.
So you met him, and I'm sure you were pretty stoked to meet the guy finally. And what did he do? Was he just like?
Yeah, I probably met him 10 times in my life.
Okay.
I've got a rare neurological disorder that I've had 2 major neurosurgeries for. It's called dystonia, and it disfigures people. Mm-hmm. And there's only 2 neurosurgeons in the country that perform the kind of surgery that I need. One's in Jacksonville, Florida. One's at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester. And my last neurosurgery was about 10 years ago. And I called up my dad. I hadn't talked to him in a while. And I said, I'm going to have neurosurgery, and I'm going to have to get cleared before I go back to New York. So I'm going to need a place to stay. And he said, you got yourself into this. You get yourself out of it.
What an asshole. So you're absolutely right. The guy's a fucking asshole. Class A jerk.
His son's about to have major neurosurgery.
Hey, you did this to yourself, asshole.
You got to get yourself out of this.
Oh, man.
So that is my dad in a nutshell.
Yeah.
What a hard ass.
He died last year. I hadn't seen him in 20 years. I mean, we talked on the phone occasionally, but I went and saw him before he died. And
what did he die from? If you don't mind me asking.
Neurosurgery.
Yeah.
I think it was his heart that ultimately. But the guy, I got to admit, as far as alcoholics go, the way that he drank. All his brothers died in their early 60s, but he made it to his mid 80s.
Kept it rolling.
Yeah. I mean, impressive.
Yeah, the hate fueled him.
The hate will fuel you.
So my mom.
He probably doesn't even remember that phone call he was probably hammered. Like, you know what? You got yourself into this. Fucking get out of it. He was probably always like, what the fuck is my son's problem? I don't know why this guy's so mad at me.
That's a fair point.
Well, actually, he did get mad at me, and he told his wife that, if I called, he didn't want to talk to me anymore.
Okay.
So,
well,
you just can't beat unconditional paternal love like that.
Yeah.
True.
So my mom ultimately married this corporate lawyer, and he was a very violent guy. All the women on my mom's side of the family marry violent assholes or drunk assholes. And he was pretty violent towards me, and my mom was cool with it. And after one kind of particularly nasty beating I took in the living room, I ran away. I was 12.
Damn.
And I'm really glad that I didn't get that far when I was 12 years old, because a lot of bad things can happen to 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
And then I was sent to, it was a military school. It was, I was in 8th grade, I was 13, so it wasn't quite. It was St. James Shattuck. Shattuck was the military part. St. James was the when you got into ninth grade, you went into Shattuck. But it was the same kind of hazing. It was brutal. It was really violent. The first two books that we read were the Bible and Lord of the Flies. I mean, that was how that place indoctrinated, and it was really violent. I was a good student. I was a good athlete. And my mother and stepfather said that I didn't have to go back if I did well. So I did well. And they said, well, since you've done so well, we're going to send you back. And I said, I'm not going back there. And they said, well, you got to go back. And I said, no, I'm not going back. And they said, well, we'll put you in foster care. And by this time I hadn't done anything,
Jesus, man.
And then I ultimately ended up going to public school. But at that point,
so they didn't put you in foster care. You called their bluff on the
And then at that point, I started smoking weed.
Sick.
And I went from like a straight A student to failing classes. No. I mean, it was.
And damn, the weed was like 2% THC back then.
No, weed's a perfect gateway into Epstein. Smoke a little weed, you go, these motherfuckers are pedophiles. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Damn, so you started toking.
And then there was I tuned in, turned on, and dropped out basically. And
just off the weed, or were you taking anything else?
I was doing other stuff too. And then I got kicked out of a high school. And then I ultimately ended up at a high school that an avocado could have graduated from. I mean, this high school, they gave us...
Reading. Reading, PA. We got a couple avocado grads. We got some avocado grads.
Some Haas avocados. Yeah. So then you say you got through. They pushed you through.
Well, so at this high school, they gave us pinball machines, foosball tables, pool tables, and smoking lounges.
That's awesome.
To keep us there. They really, I mean, and I knew that some of my friends were dropping out, and I was a major knucklehead at that point. Still kind of a knucklehead, but I realized I would never have an easier ride for the rest of my life than this high school. So I graduated from the high school, and then I started hitchhiking around the country.
Jesus.
And that was really a good time.
What year was this?
I started hitchhiking around about 79.
Whoa.
And the 60s as like a cultural movement went from like 1959 through like the 70s. And when I was there, there's a book by Jack Kerouac called The Dharma Bums, and
it's gonna be The Road, but whatever. The Road, I know.
Wait, what's it called again?
Dharma Bums.
Dharma
and
Bums.
On the Road too. They're both about hitchhiking around.
Didn't one of his friends try to levitate the Pentagon? I think it was Allen Ginsberg.
Sounds awesome.
Him and his friend tried to levitate. They tried to meditate until the Pentagon started levitating off the ground. It was like a big thing during Vietnam.
Literally the dumbest dudes of all time. I wonder if the Pentagon took him seriously at all, though.
I think they probably did.
The Pentagon was probably, they're outside. They're trying to levitate us right now. Everybody, hold on to something. We're going to get levitated.
It might have been Ginsberg.
I think it was Ginsberg. You're right. It was
Dumbest fucks alive are outside. It's our worst nightmare.
Because there's people in Vietnam, they would get reports and be like, I don't know, like, what's going on back home? Like, I don't know, some fucking weird poet's trying to levitate the Pentagon. They're like, motherfuckers, jerks.
Yeah, we're gonna send two guys out there to beat the fuck out of him.
You went to West Point, right?
Very, very briefly. Yeah, a couple weeks.
Why did you? Why was it such a short tenure?
I knew I wasn't gonna make it before I got there. The last like 2 months leading up to it, I was like, I made a huge mistake. And then as soon as I got there, I knew I made a huge mistake. Yeah, that was it.
Did it change your perspective on life? Is that what made you decide to become?
I mean, it was a giant, humiliating failure, so that probably helped.
Set you up for comedy.
I was young. I was like 17, and I experienced like a town-wide humiliation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my whole town was excited about it.
Oh, wow.
And 3 weeks later, I was on my parents' couch. They were like, you fucking loser. Yeah.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, it was a very...
I thought you'd just get out and be like, wasn't for me. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, I mean, you think that.
Yeah.
No one's going to care. No one's going to make fun of me for the rest of my life.
True, especially
Yep.
Central PA. Yeah.
Central PA, they were fucking pumped I was going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That book I'm reading right now, Vietnam Percasey, or Percasey, whatever it's called. They talk about how he's just like he's in high school. Him and his friend are like playing, soldiers at like 13.
Yeah.
17 comes around. He's like, bro, send me to the Marines. And I really think, because back then they didn't have the internet. So like, they're like, I'm going to join the Marines. I think they thought people would be like, welcome, hero. Here's your quest.
Yeah.
And you're just screamed at on a bus from day one. Like, get the fuck, I'll fuck your mom, you little bitch. And then you're just like, they got there and they're like, this isn't at all what we thought was going to happen.
Well, yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
That does happen. And West Point, the same. Now, the boot camp's not like that serious.
Yeah.
But it is different, especially when you're recruited for football.
Yeah.
Every time I would go visit there, I'd be like, this place is awesome.
Oh,
everyone's having a
fucking
blast,
tricked you.
dude. This is all great. And you get there and they're like,
Bitch.
yeah. And I wasn't as smart as everyone else there. And there was a lot. I did not belong. So.
Because after my year of regimentation at Shattuck St. James, I mean, that was it. I was done. And I hadn't really been turned on to church or God or anything like that. And they were really heavy on God and violence. And I just kind of discarded everything once I started getting high.
Yeah.
I had a lot of anxiety with my stepfather. And then I had a lot of anxiety with that school because it was very violent. And once I started getting high, that anxiety just kind of melted away from me.
Tight.
And that kind of was my trajectory. But being on the road at that point was a really good time because you'd meet other Dharma bums, and we were all young and idealistic and looking for ourselves, looking for the world, looking for America, and it was really a good time.
Then how'd that bleed into the 80s though? Because then the 80s, didn't that become a whole different thing?
The 80s was different. I got off the road when I was, I think about 82.
Okay.
I noticed one thing about my fellow Dharma bums. Dharma is the Pali word for truth, and bum is the American word for bum. And my fellow Dharma bums, as they got older, their Dharma was receding, which only leaves bum. So
I think that's how most bums, it's pretty typical. And then cocaine came around.
Yeah.
I did some of that,
Yeah. That probably changed the whole vibe. You guys became venture capitalists.
But I ended up at the University of Minnesota. They had a program where if you hadn't been to school in 4 years, you could take classes, and if you did well, you'd matriculate. And so that's what happened is I took classes. So nice. I got very lucky that they had that.
Sure, Golden Gopher.
Golden Gophers, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, that football team has sucked since 1960. Yeah. But
now they got a guy right now. The coach is doing all right. Fleck, you gotta look.
Yeah.
Oh, you know about Fleck?
Yeah, I know about Fleck. Yeah.
He could row the boats, dude. They could be all right.
He's highly entertaining. He kind of reminds me of the Music Man, that musical, where he thinks that he's making people think that he's actually got a good football team.
He's doing all right.
But Ohio State beat the U of M like 41-3 or something.
That'll happen.
Yeah,
they'll do that to everybody. But they beat Nebraska.
They did
Gophers
beat Nebraska.
That was nice.
But Nebraska's been pretty bad since Tom Osborne split. So.
Damn, dude, I didn't know you knew Ball. Ball and Epstein? Let's go.
This is the Golden Gophers breakout combo. It's so nice, man. I love this. So you went to college. You're back.
I took philosophy class. I liked philosophy classes. Mm-hmm. Had it been not for philosophy class, I don't think I would have been able to make it through college. But I majored in philosophy. Well, actually, it was kind of a rigorous major. It was philosophy and hallucinogenics.
Sick.
And
damn.
And which left me very confused.
Now you have Matt's attention.
True. You might be a master manipulator.
Yeah, dude, you're Mossad.
Yeah, that will get you.
But I love, to this day, I still love philosophy. I mean, I started reading philosophy when I was like 15, so Eastern philosophy. And I think that I took one journalism class, and I thought it was the most boring thing I'd ever encountered in my life. Because I was thinking about journalism, but then I took that one class, and I said I could never do journalism.
Good for you.
Little did you know.
Well, I ultimately was hired by the University of Minnesota Medical School to write academic papers on things that had to do with ethics. And that was a good gig. I did it for about 5 years, and it paid really well. I mean, because you've got a philosophy degree, they're going to do that or teach or drive a cab, one or the other. And I liked doing that. I kind of was, my colleagues were, the hypocrisy was kind of getting to me. And I realized that I'm a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites. But my colleagues didn't realize their hypocrisy. So I felt like I was a superior hypocrite than them. And when you start thinking that you're a superior hypocrite, they kind of push you out there. But something happened. I had started to moonlight as a journalist. And there was this woman who she ran an organization that helped prostitutes get off the street. And she was a little crazy, but she said that there was a serial killer killing prostitutes. And the Minneapolis police, St. Paul police denied it.
Not in Minnesota.
Not in Minnesota, yeah. The nice Midwest.
Yeah.
And so I went to the State Bureau of, I think it's something, they gave me a readout of the age, the sex, and the way someone died. And then I went to the databases for the Minneapolis newspaper and St. Paul newspaper, and I compiled a list of 38 women who had been stabbed, strangled, or beaten to death in like the previous 8 years. And it was pretty damning. And I went to and most of them were prostitutes. And I went to the cops and I said, "You still want to see it? There's no serial killer." Yeah. And I went to the Minneapolis police, and I went to the St. Paul police. And then the article got published, and actually a task force was formed to catch this guy. They never caught him. I think there might have been up to 3 of them, but anyway, they were never caught. And I'd written these academic papers for 5 years, and I'd written a book that was, I thought, a pretty good book, or I'd co-authored a book, and it got nothing done. And here I write an article, and there's a task force formed. So that's why I kind of changed gears and got into journalism.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You got to look into Austin.
Yeah.
You might have something.
I mean, the FBI is even cop to it. Yeah. How many? Do they? I guess it's a hard thing to have statistics on. Do they know how many serial killers are like on average in a country in a given time? Is there like always like 5 or 6 of them kicking around?
Okay, so the FBI, when I was writing about serial killers, I haven't written about since I'm writing about government malfeasance. It's so much more evil than serial killers.
Yeah,
but
that's bad.
But the FBI said that there were 50 at any given time. But I talked to other people that said that it's more like probably 200.
Dang.
Yeah. Was that around MK Ultra? Isn't there like a correlation? Like people try to.
There's a really good book written by a guy named Dave McGowan, and he showed that a number of serial killers were either like in the Phoenix program, which was in Vietnam, or they'd been somehow entangled with the government. Some had been. He made an argument that some had been through MK Ultra. And it's called Program to Kill. Really a good book.
Yeah.
Really a good
Damn,
book.
I didn't know.
I'd strongly suggest it to anybody that's into serial killers and the government creating serial killers.
Dang.
Matt took LSD, and I've seen the darkness in his eyes since then. He might be Matt MK Ultra himself, but he's going to strangle a hooker.
I need a conservatorship immediately. I need to move back in with my parents. I should move my whole family back in with my parents and be like, guys, I can't stop thinking about killing gay guys in Austin. Take me in. That'd be nice, actually.
What was your jump off point? Did you go to college or did you?
I did. I kept going to college after West Point. I went to Elon, failed out of there, went to Harrisburg Area Community College, and then I went to Westchester University. And then while I was at Westchester, I started doing stand-up a little. And that was it. Just kept doing stand-up.
And you were kind of hooked?
Yeah, for sure.
I read Lenny Bruce's book, How to Talk Dirty and Influence People. And the first time that he got up in front of a crowd and got laughs, he said he was hooked.
Yeah, that's typically how it works. How about you, Matt?
Same thing. Yeah.
You got the
When you
bug.
get the room laughing, you go, oh, this is a nice feeling.
Yeah.
And then you bomb and you go, I fucking hate myself. And then they laugh.
Especially
again.
outside of that, when the rest of your life you're a giant loser.
Yeah.
You have 5 minutes once a week where you're like, yeah, maybe I'm cool.
So when I was hitchhiking, I lived on the ashram of a guru. And I might have talked about that with you guys. When I got there, I was really influenced by Eastern philosophy, the Beatles, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, all that Dharma bums, all that stuff. And I went and lived with this on the ashram of this Indian guru, and I was learning meditation and yoga. And one day, I was talking to the guru, and I could have sworn I smelled cigarettes on his breath. Now, he was an enlightened being, a celibate. He was like our conduit to God. And I went to one of the people on the ashram, who I'd eventually call the pod people. I went to one of the pods, and I said, I could have swore I smelled cigarettes on Swami's breath. That couldn't be possible, could it? And he goes, well, here's the thing with that. He has to have one vice to keep him tethered to this plane of reality. So he can teach us. And I went, oh, okay. And
I bet you he has 2 vices. I bet you there's another vice coming,
and
it's fucking all the women.
yes, that was the second one.
Yeah,
and
of course.
That's best case scenario.
Every single time. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, there could be a third.
And then the third
Some
one was
guys' butts, too.
embezzling money from his more affluent initiates.
Well, you got to be able to do it. It's the only way.
And I was thinking to myself, this guy must be very spiritually advanced if he has to do all that just to stay on this plane of reality so he can teach us.
It's happened to Bernie Madoff. He was just trying to stay down in this realm.
And then I got kicked out of there, and then I hitchhiked to New York, and where I stayed for a while, and then I hitchhiked around a little bit. I ended up in Arkansas with some hillbillies. I lived with some hillbillies, and they were, in Pulp Fiction, Zed and his buddy in the cellar.
Oh, no.
They kind of remind me of Zed and his buddy. And they liked me, though. I was a novelty, the Yankees. So I lived with them for a while, and I worked on a road crew. We were building a highway. We were getting paid $3.50 an hour, which was really hard work. And then they were kind of getting tired of me. And they had a lot of guns, and I didn't want to be a mound in the backyard. So I eventually hitchhiked around. And then I hitchhiked to L.A.
So did you meet them hitchhiking, or did you just kind of like wander into there? How do you kind of fall in with a bunch of hillbillies in Arkansas?
They pick you up hitchhiking.
Really?
Yeah. And that's the way it was back then. I mean, people would pick you up hitchhiking, and you could, sometimes they'd put you up for a night. Sometimes they'd put you up for, it all depended. I was a good guy to party with. I was fun. I'm not going to rip anybody off.
Yeah.
I didn't have any psychopathic inclinations. So people were pretty generous to me when I was hitchhiking around. And then I ultimately ended up in L.A., where I tried stand-up comedy.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
you were saying that.
And I would get loaded and then do the amateur night at the Comedy Store and at the Improv. And it wasn't, sometimes I was successful, sometimes I wasn't.
Yeah, that can happen.
But I thought it was tough because at that point in my life, I did not have the self-esteem to handle bombing. And I think it takes a certain amount of self-esteem to handle bombing or self-delusion or something.
I would say more delusion.
Yeah, delusion.
Not a lot of steam going on.
And maybe a lack of self-esteem,
Yeah.
like a complete zero self-esteem to just be like, yeah, I know. After you bomb, you go, yeah, of course, I suck.
Yeah, get done and be like, those fools don't know anything.
Yeah, you can also hit that a lot, for sure.
No, it's always I suck.
Yeah.
How long did it take you guys to get to the point where you felt pretty comfortable on stage?
I don't know.
At least, even just like pretty comfortable is like 14 years to where you're not like completely like, this sucks. I was just in Buffalo this weekend and I was pretty chill. I was back there like pretty confident. And I like thought back to, I think just like maybe 2 years ago, 3 max, when I did that place the first time. And I was like an absolute nervous wreck the entire week. I like remember it vividly. I had brought my wife. I had a baby at the time. And I remember just like, didn't talk to her the whole time. I was like completely out of my head with nerves. I'd be in the green room like, this is wrong. I shouldn't be here. Like completely harsh on myself.
Get that.
Yeah.
I get that all the time.
Yeah. But this was like, maybe, I don't know. I'd be like, I was just on edge completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that bad anymore, but I was like, man, I was kind of happy about it. I'm like, damn, I don't know. I've made some progress on some weird metric inside, but yeah, I remember.
Were you nervous when you did the Netflix show?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous. Yeah, that was a bad feeling to see like 30 something people there to like film it, and you go, oh fuck, I'm the subject of this thing. You go, this is a mistake.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
Where'd you get that cut?
My friend.
Thing's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. She's Jamaican too, so it kind of makes it count a little more.
That's awesome. She's Jamaican?
Yeah. It's my wife's friend.
You guys are sharing gifts?
Yeah, it's my wife's friend. She gifted me this coffee mug.
Read, bad man.
22.
Read, bad man. She gave me the cup. It wasn't me.
No.
And you've got this sitcom. Is it easy to interact with other actors?
Most of the people on the show are just our friends.
Okay.
From Philly, yeah. It's very easy. It's very low pressure.
Because some comics can make the leap to sitcoms and other ones can't.
We'll see if we can keep it going. That'd
like
be nice.
the show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
As I said, it's fun.
My dad loves it too. He's always like, yeah. My dad, he's like, he watches it all the time.
Matt's in it. Matt's got 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been typecasted. I'm just a cop.
He's a cop.
Dude, I've been asked to do a cop too. I'm totally typecasted.
Really?
Just cops for
I
me.
mean, if you get that crew cut, you're fully a fucking cop. You're fully a cop.
I know. I've only had one other person ask.
You guys have become stars since I was first on the show, and I've just become old and grizzled. You know, it's.
I'm getting pretty grizzled
You're
too.
dealing with some pretty heavy stuff.
Yeah, true. You need to hit the road. Hit the road again.
It does. I mean, that reality is so dark. To tell you the truth, I don't really know how it. When I first came across it in Omaha, and I saw how many kids had been destroyed and how it had been covered up, I just said, these fuckers are going to have to kill me to stop me. This is just too evil.
Yeah.
And then Epstein came along, and I thought, because I wrote a pretty good book on the Omaha network, but we couldn't get it. People just didn't want to believe that the government would be involved in something like that. And then Epstein came along, and then that kind of gave me a second wind. And because I spent 7 years on that first book, and I was doing podcasts where people are asking me about the Illuminati and shape-shifting reptilians and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And I'd worked so hard on this book, and nobody was buying it. And now people are buying it a lot. So because of Epstein. I mean, Epstein has given the book a resurgence.
Wait, so what would you say when you'd be on those programs? They'd be asking about like shape-shifting reptilians. Would you just be like...
I would say something pretty snarky, and then they would get upset with me. And then that would kind of be the end of a congenial conversation.
That would kind of piss me off if I spent 4 years researching and writing a book. You know, like, what about interdimensional reptilian avatars?
Well, I was. There were these, I guess, evangelical. They had a conspiracy show. I guess it was relatively big, and I'd never heard of them, but I talked to them like about a month before I was going to go on. I said, you guys should really read the book, because there's a lot of apocrypha floating around on the internet about this. And then they called me up, and they were very happy, evangelical. Hey, Nick, how you doing? And And I asked them, "Did you read the book?" And they said, "No, but we've been cruising the internet and we know a lot." And then, like, one of the first questions the dude asked me was about the Illuminati, and then there was some other crazy questions. I said, "Man, you obviously have not read this book." And
wasn't there some evangelicals in Florida in the book? Or whatever, didn't they say they were like a church group? That van of
the Finders.
Yeah, the Finders.
Oh yeah,
Well, that was just a weird cult.
Yeah.
And so the guy said, "Well, what politicians have been compromised?" And I said, "Well, it's really kind of impossible to explain to you the politicians that have been compromised unless you really understand the kind of power that was deployed to cover this up. There were 2 grand juries in Nebraska and 1 grand jury in D.C. that covered this up. So I can name names, but it wouldn't have any meaning without." And then he started going, "Who are the politicians? Who are the politicians?" And then, because I'd been a little snarky myself, so that was the end. And they were going to call me back and thank me for the interview, and they never did, man. I'm still waiting for that call. I think I hurt their feelings.
Yeah, what was the name of that? Wasn't it called like the Boys something? Or that was
Boys
the thing
Town
connected to the Franklin scandal and all that stuff?
Yeah, the pimps were getting kids from the Boys Town, which is probably the most iconic, famous orphanage in the world. I was just talking to one of those kids earlier today. This kid, man, he's been through hell. His mother was a schizophrenic, and he was put in multiple foster care homes and where he was molested. And then he went to Boys Town when he was 12. And he was picked to be one of the kids that was flown around.
Jesus.
And this is actually in the book. He couldn't take it anymore because some of these pedophiles are very sadistic, like what happened to Virginia Giuffre with Ehud Barak. Some of these pedophiles are, and then after a weekend of very sadistic treatment, he went to they have houses and house parents in Boys Town, and he said, "I can't take it anymore. I can't take." And Boys Town put him on a plane to Atlanta the next day and deposited him in a psychiatric institution.
Dang.
Where he was there for a year. And some of the other victims that I talked to that were molested at Boys Town, the exact same thing. They've been put in psych. Now, it's entirely possible that going through something like that could really mess you up psychologically, but it's also a great way to say, if this kid comes forward and says, "I was molested," yeah, he's a head case. We don't worry about him.
Yeesh.
So, yeah, it's kind of it's been dark, but the thing is, I've been at it for so long. And with Epstein, I see light. I mean, I just think it would be, according to the Centers for Disease Control, 25% of underage girls and 5% of underage boys have been molested in our country. And people in the field think it's slightly conservative for girls and very conservative for boys. But if you just go with the CDC numbers, you got 50 million kids. Eesh. So I think that for us to put even a dent in that, it'd be good if the government didn't aid and abet child trafficking.
Yeah.
So I think that that's the first step in kind of cleaning up our society. We'll never get rid of it, but we can definitely take a first step by making sure that the government doesn't facilitate it anymore.
That is a fucked up statistic, man. When you get into how high that is, that's terrible.
I mean, if you could take one thing out of society, if you could take child molestation out of society, the prisons wouldn't be filled, the psychiatric hospitals wouldn't be filled. A lot of people in those types of institutions have been molested as kids.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm really fortunate. There was emotional, verbal, and physical abuse, but I was never sexually abused. When I started hitchhiking around as a kid, though, I started hitchhiking not interstate, but just around Minneapolis when I was like 15 years old. And I'd get picked up by guys that would that would hit on me occasionally, and I'd just say,
Yeah.
"Stop the car."
Pull over. I gotta pee.
Just sprint.
Damn.
So, and like I said, when I was 12, when I ran away the first time, I mean, I would have been susceptible to something like that. By the time I was 15, I was just too cynical and angry
Yeah.
to be subjected to something like that.
For sure. Damn, that's fucking bullshit.
I gotta go back to, I think, was it in the Franklin scandal? Was Clarence Thomas at a party in DC?
Clarence is a perv.
All right.
Interesting. Interesting.
Hold on. But the point was, there's people you could get invited to these parties.
Yeah.
And now you're just on this fucking list.
But with
And you're like, damn, I thought fucking Clarence Thomas was there. I thought this was above board. You know what I mean? Or like,
Clarence isn't above board.
I don't know much
What do you-
about. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so Anita Hill, there was
Oh, yeah, I
that
remember
she said against Anita Hill. Now there were 7 women that were ready to testify against Thomas, and actually there was one that had been subpoenaed. Her name was Angela Wright, and she was going to back up Anita Hill, and then Biden lifted her subpoena, and Biden said that he lifted her subpoena because she asked for it to be lifted, and she said that that's not the case, that he was lying, that she wanted to testify. So Thomas had done this to a number of women. There was a book called Strange Justice. It was written by a former, I think, New York Times or New Yorker reporter named Jane Mayer. And there was also, Thomas was talking to Anita Hill about porn stars too. I don't know if you remember that, but he lived right around the corner from a video store. And that's where he spent most of his time, is in the adult section. So
What? How do you know that?
because Jane Mayer.
Someone
Hold
bumped
on a
into him.
second.
You bumped into him.
Hold on a second. That could happen
Justice-
to anybody. At least it was the fucking adult section.
True.
But you're not a Supreme Court justice. So.
True.
Yeah, and also, that was, God, that must have been crazy having to go in there. Just your regular Blockbuster, turn the corner, get the porn in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I remember poking my head behind the curtains as a boy and being like, one day it'll all
I'm
be
gonna get in
mine.
there.
No idea it'd be all on my phone. I was like, just let me in there, please.
He was head of the Equal Opportunity Commission at that
Yeah.
point. So he was pretty much incognito. But
Gotcha.
Thomas.
Wait, so how'd you know he was always in the section, though?
What's that?
How'd you know he was?
Because she interviewed someone who owned that store.
Oh,
And said that
damn.
he was always.
Yeah.
That's where his first stop was. Probably his only stop, I think.
That stinks, dude.
And that dude makes decisions that affect every American.
Yeah.
And his wife is crazy too. I mean, his wife
He's
is.
probably driving her nuts.
I think she might have been driven nuts before, but she called up Anita Hill, saying that Anita Hill should recant her accusations towards her husband, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of like Hillary.
Kind of like Hillary.
Yeah, Hillary made some calls, didn't she?
I think Hillary's probably made a lot of calls.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting.
Yeah. That's pretty wild.
See.
I had no idea. I always thought it was truly a thing concocted to like take the guy down.
I was raised on that too.
Yeah.
That Anita Hill was kind of a witch hunt type thing.
No, there were a bunch of women.
What about Kavanaugh? Do you have any insight into that? Do you think, because that's how it got framed to me? It was like they did it to Thomas, they did it to Kavanaugh.
So with Kavanaugh, I was on Twitter and some guy said, "Well, that woman lacks credibility," and I said, "Well, which woman?" Because there's been other women that have come out and talked about Kavanaugh. But it makes sense. I mean, people that are susceptible to being compromised, it can really enhance their career. And I think that, I mean, I see that all the time.
True.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
think
how me and Matt got big.
What's that?
That's how me and Matt got big.
Yeah.
Luckily, we only had to do stuff with each other. So.
Yeah, we just Just had to kiss in front of Clarence Thomas. We had to make out in front of the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I wonder too, just playing devil's advocate, do you ever think there's a way to weaponize kind of victims against political opponents? Because I always wonder about that too.
That's entirely impossible, but...
Because the same people weaponizing child sex, you don't think they can be like, let's just send a woman out there that says this happened?
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
It looks like there's no, depth they won't go to.
It's rare though. He's a retired judge. His name is Patrick Schultz. He represented various Catholic dioceses in 500 sexual abuse cases.
Jeez.
And he was interviewed by the New York Times, and he felt like of the 500 cases that he'd litigated, that less than 10 were lying. So it's very rare. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
For sure.
I mean, if you're going to come out and say such and such molested me, the amount of fire that's going to be pointed at you is really intense. So I can see why there's all kinds of victims that will never open their mouths. And that's the other thing with Epstein. If Epstein gets covered up, those 50 million Americans that have been molested as minors, I mean, they're going to think that they have no hope for justice at all.
Yeah.
That they've got no voice.
Yeah, I mean, my idea now with it is it's going to be like a political football they're going to kick around. Like they keep talking about the JFK papers. They're like, we're going to release the JFK papers, and it's like maybe they already released them. I haven't heard anything kind of new or groundbreaking come out of that. So, do you think they'll keep it as that kind of like a carrot on a stick sort of thing? Like, oh, I'll do it.
Wait, the thing with Trump is he makes a lot of promises, and I got to give it to him. He said that there would be transparency in the Epstein case, whereas his predecessors have completely covered it up and didn't mention it.
Yeah.
But as I said earlier, I think Trump thought that he could open up Pandora's box just slightly and then slam it shut. And that's just not the case with this. There's a lot of Americans, because the government shouldn't be covering up child sexual abuse, which is the same thing as aiding and abetting it. So the government, but we've got 89% of Americans that want full disclosure here. And, our government, the majority of our government wanted a single payer system when Obama did Obamacare. Mm-hmm. We didn't want all these HMOs that have become part of the Obama healthcare plan. And the government completely disregarded the will of the American people. The American people wanted us out of Iraq. Like 80% of Americans wanted us out of Iraq after a certain point, and our government didn't. I mean, a bunch of us, the majority want Gitmo shut down. The government doesn't care. I mean, the bank crisis. I mean, Americans didn't want to bail out a bunch of rich bankers.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What we did. So our government continually goes against the will. But this is a different thing. This is our children. And people don't think that my child isn't going to get molested, but I'm sure that many of the parents of victims molested by Epstein never thought that their child would get molested.
Yeah, I don't think anyone thinks.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's like, I got a bad feeling about this kid.
For sure. Yeah, that's not on anyone's radar. It's true. I've been instructed, I don't think people do sleepovers anymore really like that. I've heard sleepovers are a thing in the past, man.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, it's just like, dude, I guess so many people now are, I guess now that this stuff's even talked about at all, people are comfortable enough.
I never even considered that. There were times I'd go to sleep at my friend's house and my parents would be like, no.
Yeah.
Now, not that they would think that back then, but now I'd be like, yeah, what the fuck? You think I'm going to fucking diddle these kids?
Yeah, dude.
I'd be so offended if they're like, you can't sleep over there.
I know. But I think now it's like parents are just being like, let's just not, because you just have no idea. So they're like, yeah, we're just kind of doing blanket policy. Like, dude, you guys can. I think they'll let you hang out till like 11 p.m. and they take you there, and then they drop you back off in the morning so you can like kind of have a semi sleepover experience. You just don't know. It could be some weird uncle there. You know, it's like you'd have to really know the people.
I was visiting a friend of mine who lives outside Seattle, and her son was going out with this woman he met in high school. And the parents came over to meet my friend and the son, and vet them, which I thought was kind of somewhat responsible.
That's cool.
We live in a strange time. It's very different than, I'm like an antiquated relic, but it's life has changed a lot since I was a kid, and it's changed a lot since you guys have been kids too.
True that. Well, hopefully, man, good luck with that. Hopefully it works out and they get some kind of thing rolling.
Well, we started Epstein Justice, and it's a 501c3, and I think that we're growing. It's been a tough slog, but Epstein Justice is growing, and our plan, the way that it is now with Massey, they need a majority, as I said, a majority in the discharge position, then they need a majority in the House, and then they need a majority. Then John Thune has to give the thumbs up, and then it's voted on in the Senate, and then Trump has to sign it. And that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
So what we're proposing is an independent congressional commission where we just need a majority in the House and a majority in the Senate. We don't need any. We don't need a sign off by the president. And we're growing. It's been a tough slog, but people are so alienated. They do not think that they can affect change in their system, and they've been conditioned that way. But at Epstein Justice, we're saying, join us. We can affect change. We can make something happen here, because these crimes are just so horrific, and they've been so blatantly covered up that I think people are ready for a change now. They know something is really wrong with their government, but I don't think they understand the depths of the depravity of many of our leaders.
Do you think the average person could even handle if they did like, all right, fine, open it completely? What do you think the real effect of that would be in terms of like the everyday citizen or anyone really just kind of like glimpsing into it and having to like put that all together? Think it would just like crush them?
Well, what would you guys say? Would you guys be relieved to say that the system is getting fleshed out?
Yeah, I'd be like, this is definitely good. But also, too, it's like, yeah, it's just tough. Because if it is people who are either politically super powerful or like, billionaire class, like they're not going to let that happen.
Well,
never.
But here's the thing. There's 320 million Americans. And how many of if like labor's rights, that was a slog.
Yeah.
Civil rights, that was a slog. Women's rights, that was a slog. Gay rights, that was a slog. This can be done.
True.
Children's rights can be done. We can do that if we decide to. If Americans decide to do this, we can do this. It's really up to us.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't want to be naysaying it. I'm just kind of just thinking it through. Yeah, that's a fair point. And no, you don't really think about the kids' rights are infringed upon at all, really. So yeah, it's a weird one because there's not like a government. Well, I guess there kind of technically there is. They're saying, but well, good luck. I hope that works out. Really. I think it'd be good for people to know, just like, all right, we gotta get to peek into this thing and maybe shift some things around big time.
EbsteinJustice.com.
There you go.
My brother.
EbsteinJustice.com.
My brother is an evangelical and is very susceptible to denial. And I saw him at Thanksgiving, and I said, that the government covered up Epstein's pedophile network.
Nice.
You know that, right?
I did the same thing at Thanksgiving.
Well, it's just one of those icebreakers.
Yeah. Right before pass me the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
And he said, I know. And I was stunned because there's a guy that doesn't think the government does anything wrong.
Yeah,
I think what really helped it was Trump covering it up.
Yeah.
Or putting it away, because now all the Democrats are like Epstein. So now everyone's kind of like, it was always like a MAGA thing to be like Epstein files.
Yeah.
And then when Trump was on the other side of it, of the left does whatever he doesn't want. So now everyone's kind of united in this, you know?
But I'm pretty sure that there are people on the left that are compromised too.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's why it's been covered up under two.
For sure. I just mean the people that are paying attention.
Yeah, they're reigniting the passion. Yeah.
Because when I started tackling this issue, no one, I mean, I would pitch it to editors at magazines in New York City, and I could see the wheels going around. They would say, well, you know, this is really a horrible story. I need to help Nick Bryant. Or the cognitive dissonance would come in, and I can write Nick Bryant off as crazy, and I can have a nice dinner with my family tonight. I mean, that was, and, you know, I knew most of them would be spineless, but I didn't think all of them would be spineless. And, you know, I had some really good friends that were very high up in publishing. And one of them actually apologized to me, which I thought was really cool.
That's nice.
Years after the fact, but he said, you know, Nick, I could have been a better friend to you.
I get it though. If I'm editing like Good Housekeeping and I'm like 3 fall decorations, you can't do that. You're like, yeah, I don't know if that would fit.
But getting the Franklin scandal published was tough too, because I gave a book proposal to my agent, good agent. And I was summarily banished from that agency pretty quickly.
Dang.
And then I gave it to another agent who's also a very good agent, and he couldn't get anybody to sell it, or to buy it. So we finally got a small publisher on the West Coast finally bought it. So nice. And at that point, I had so much evidence. I mean, I had a grand jury's worth of sealed testimony and exhibits. I mean, I was able to prove it because of all that grand jury stuff.
Yeah,
so.
That's crazy. Well, dude,
yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, thanks for stopping by, man.
Hey,
it's always good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep.
Whenever I'm in Austin,
yeah,
I always
please
like
come
to
by.
stop by. Yeah.
Please, keep updating us.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find any real information.
Yeah,
about
that's
all
the
of
big
us.
thing.
Well, you can always look at me as a beacon. I'm true.
We will continue to.
Yeah.
And I like your audience too. When I go on bigger podcasts, the bots come.
Oh, he could be. Again, he's burning with the message. That's good.
There was a guy named Jed who wanted to thank you for bossing up his life. I'll help him right here.
Thanks. Tight.
Should get him out and find the other guy?
Yeah, get long message guy in here first. Let's see what the hell he's up to.
Sorry. Where's,
I'm here, Mees.
My bad,
Yeah.
Jed.
Easy, baby.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Was it?
Yeah, Matt. A couple
Play?
months ago, you recorded a workforce support page where you talked about like bugging out about your life.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of shit going on in my life over the last year. Like both my grandparents died, or both my grandfathers died that I'm named after. Shouts out them. My family's house burnt down. And dude, that podcast made me be like, all right, let me get like stoked about life again. And I did that. And 2 weeks ago, I got into law school with a full ride scholarship.
What?
Oh, hell yeah.
Dog,
Bees.
you helped me boss that up for real.
Damn. How'd you get yourself stoked on life?
You know, well, like you talked about in that thing, like, you know, whenever you feel like shit, right? I actually listened to it last night, funny enough, because I'm kind of working on like my plan next, right? So like you talked about, you know, when you feel like shit about life, like take that space and be like, I don't want to feel this. And you know, just take that time to think like, how do I get better from this? And like, you know, I just gotten to a point where like shit was just like breaking me down. And like I was driving home from like helping my mom clean out her dad's house, like after he died and everything. And I got a speeding ticket. And I was just like super sad. I was having like a little breakdown in my fucking car on the way home afterwards. And then I listened to that and I was like, you're right. You know, you should just take that space and then take, learn from that negative feeling, and then go and grow from that. And like, dude, that's a really powerful message. And like now my life is, I feel a lot better. So
Damn, that's awesome. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. Especially, for me, it's like whenever I hit like a hard, like I know exactly what you're talking about, like a super hard rough patch. You're like, that's it, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Nothing but the demons dancing, just being like, bro, it's over for you. You suck. Life sucks. You suck. Blah blah blah. It sucks at the time, but I like looking back on all of them, it definitely kind of can snap you out of your current mode, and then it's like it's kind of like. I agree, man. I think it pumps me up first of all, but it is good when you get a hit with like the super negative existence mode. It like can, if you,
I think you referred to it as like getting caught in like the drift or something like that. Like it's kind of like a mundanely negative thing, you know, like not even like super terrible, but it's just like, when you kind of, are like, wow, shit sucks for a while. You just get stuck in that, and like. Then it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it forces you to have an encounter with yourself in a way you might not have otherwise. So I always look back on like my real bad times, and I'm like, it did kind of help me in the long run. It just sucked in the time being. But yeah, if you spin out and go full kind of like Nego Man, that's like, yeah, that's always the word. You can't. You literally can't.
You can't. You
just
can't
a vibe crusher.
Yeah, you have to tiptoe with being a nego fag. You can never go full
exactly.
Nego fag.
It's like when like a Charmander, when his tail flame goes all the way out, it's like you have to keep the tail flame going.
You gotta keep a little
You have to keep the tail flame going, dude. I'm telling you, dude, hell yeah, man, that pumps me up.
Thanks, Matt. You pump me up, and I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the dogs.
Hell yeah.
What kind of law are you going to get into?
So I really want to do like criminal defense. My dad was a criminal defense attorney. Also, got addicted to smoking meth. So terrible guy, good defense attorney. So like seeing his kind of whole thing, like being able to help people, like I think that's what I'm supposed to do on this planet. But like already, like really talking about bossing my life up, like. Shit is happening that could lead to me making like a fuck ton of money without having to do like a lot of work. So maybe I would do that for a little bit and then go help people. I don't know. Like there's a lot of things, but yeah, I really think like I would really like to help. Like, I mean, like your degree's in like social work, right? So you're familiar with like the degree to which like poor people have such trouble like navigating the criminal justice system, and like if I could help with that, like I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
high
vibration.
That's super high vibration.
For real.
That's high vibration.
Thanks,
hell yeah, dude.
I want to have wife and kids and a family though, and like because of how fucked up our system is in this country, like they don't pay people who want to help poor people. So I don't know. I might have to do something else.
The criminal defense attorney, you'll make your money for sure.
I mean, well, like if you're like Young Thug's criminal defense attorney, he's from like Atlanta. I'm based in that area.
Yeah.
And like, it's really hard to get to like that level from what I understand. But like, that dude has like, I mean, fucking. Young Thug just put him on a T-shirt, right, or whatever.
So sick.
Yeah, like, that's fucking sick. Like I want the Young Thug T-shirt money, but like if I could have like enough money to have like a wife and kids that like have enough protein to be like moderately jacked, and
that's all we want. That's all any of us want. That's all we want.
It's that simple.
You can have that. That's literally the American dream. That's the American dream 2.0, dude.
Yeah. If I could also have a 95 Toyota pickup as well, like,
bro, you're literally preaching to the choir, man. That's literally that's it. That's the vision.
Yeah.
You're saying medium size,
my hot jacked wife, 2 jacked kids. We can all do 50 push-ups in very fast succession.
That's amazing. You have it all figured out. That's awesome.
Thank you, Shaman. Thank you.
Dude, fuck
Well,
yeah,
I
man.
will relinquish my time. Thank you so much, Meezy and the boys.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Gardena guarantee I'm gonna fucking crush it.
That's a GG.
Let's go.
That's a GG, brother.
GG.
Whoa.
Love you guys. Peace.
Love
Love
you
you,
too,
dude.
man.
That's amazing.
You're the man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Peace.
Yeah, gotta mute him now.
What an absolute beast.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit it right on the head. Figure out how to get enough money to have your kids have enough protein so they're moderately jacked.
Yeah.
Anything other than that, in terms of desires, coming straight from the pits of hell.
You wanna, I don't know who to talk to. Like
Who's long message?
Well,
Was that the
she's
guy who wrote the
going-
long message?
No, he was gone. He left.
It's long message behavior. He's out.
No, he's down there. Chris Andrews.
Get him. Get Chris Andrews back, man.
Sorry.
I'm putting smut on his name, dude. He's got to clear his fucking name.
Yo, what's up,
Yo,
dog?
what the fuck is up? Dude? No, this guy
How you
fucking
doing, man?
rules already.
Hey,
yeah.
that guy fucking rocks. Like, massive
Yeah.
gratitude. It's just all about helping people in
Yes, dude.
life. Like, fucking first and foremost. Like, I honestly don't have enough money to even help myself out through a legal issue right now that I'm just putting off for later.
You're
but, like,
wrapped up in a legal
fuck that
battle?
shit. Yeah, so some guys took so I spent like 4 months trying to get out of my old apartment. I'm in a new place now. But
Bro, your,
some
flow,
like
your flow. Can I just comment on your flow real quick? That is sick as hell, bro.
thank you so much, dog.
So what would happen?
Yeah,
What's
I'm
going
here
on?
in Slow on the Central Coast, like right south of Big Sur, between LA and San Francisco. It's fucking beautiful here. If you have time just to spend like a week or two out here in the down season when it's beautiful out, like visit the mountains, go on the trails, go to the beach, go to Big Sur. The highway is like shut off halfway there right now, so it's kind of hard to get to from like you just drive through the whole coast. But I just want to like talk more about that because it's a really undervalued part of our country. But yeah, what's going on with these guys in the legal battle is so I found some guys to take over my old lease, and I was looking for like months for these guys to fucking just like move in, for anyone to come like move into my apartment. And if you remember anything about me, I'm a professional runner, ultra runner and shit. Yeah. Run 100 miles under 13 hours like last time in September. You had me on in November.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, moved out of the apartment in like January, found those guys like December. They signed a lease takeover agreement and stuff. And I'm like working on moving myself out of that little apartment in this place like 10 minutes away. I'm all settled in here now and stuff, and so is my dog. We're both a lot happier here now, which is great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it really is about like being, safe and comfortable first and foremost, and you can get just a lot more shit done with your life.
What was
so, yeah,
going on with the old place? What was it?
Yeah, I was moving out of there, and then these guys, it's like Saturday morning, this guy texts me at 1 a.m. that he's gonna move in that day. And I'm like, oh fuck, like not all my stuff's out. Like 2 days before then, I messaged him like, hey dude, when are you gonna, move in and stuff? Nothing for like 2 days. So then I get that text at 1 a.m. I'm like sound asleep, like scratching my fucking ass, don't know what's going on. I wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and then like I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta get over to the apartment. No, I woke up at 8:30 in the morning because I've been like I've been going over this situation in my head with like so much anger and just like, what the fuck am I gonna do now? Like, how
Wait,
am
so
I gonna
you just had to
whatever?
get all your shit out of your apartment, you're saying?
Well, not like all my shit, but like, the place still looked like shit. It was like dirty and like trashes all over the place from me just moving in boxes and shit, right? And I'm like, okay, I got to go over there, do a deep clean, and then get all the recycling off the floor and get like shit out of the fridge and all this fucking shit. And like I spend probably like 3-4 hours fucking doing that. It's a Saturday, which is like my long run day, and it's the middle of daylight savings, so it's gonna fucking be dark at like 4:30 or 5. I get like all morning in there, and then I just gotta go. I gotta run a marathon before it gets fucking dark. So I do a sub-3 marathon on the track.
Dang.
And then like I'm texting this guy like for 2 hours after I wake up, by the way, and he's like, he texted me at 1 a.m, so he's probably like asleep or whatever.
What happened? So what happened?
Like I'm just not like able to completely like get the apartment up to their standards, but I did a deep clean and everything. I got my ass out of there, like got everything that I like owned that I still needed to bring into here out of there.
Uh-huh.
I like leave pots, pans, spices, like the two old
Wait, hold
mattresses
on.
back there.
What's the heart of the legal
I have
battle?
an update from the chat I just saw. The lady from before says that there are 32 teeth in the human mouth.
What did I say? 36?
I forget,
I
but
think you might have said 32.
Hey.
What about wisdom teeth though? Check out those.
I don't know.
I'm not wise enough to fucking know.
I don't know.
So
that
what
either.
what happened? What's the heart of the
Including
legal issue?
wisdom.
Yeah, so I just thought like I basically like let these two like I thought these two guys that were taking over my apartment were like a lot more like chill and honest about like what they were going to be like doing like moving in. Like they owed me $3,500 of a security deposit that they're still holding on to right now
Oh,
because they
shit.
weren't happy with the way that like I'm pretty sure they were just trying to get in there and scam me from the get-go because they like saw the apartment before like I even started moving out. They agreed that they wanted like all the pots and pans and spices and shit like that I couldn't bring into my new place, which is a lot smaller than the old place because I had a roommate who dipped out a few months before I got out.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So I kind of get it. So
yeah.
they're just battling them over the $3,500 security deposit.
Yeah, pretty much. And like they've ghosted me like after I've told them like, hey, you already agreed, for all this shit to be like left behind and you didn't give me enough time to, move out and shit. Um yeah, and they didn't tell me what time they'd be there for that day.
All right.
And like I show up with the keys and like I let them in the apartment. I'm like, hey, here's the place and all that. And they're like, yeah, there's pots and pans and stuff in here. I'm like, yeah, but I
Spices.
told you I'd leave that behind in spices. Yes. And
That's
yeah,
crazy
like, I
to be
thought they were
mad at
chill with me leaving
spices
that
in the
shit
house.
behind.
Yeah, that's sick. Having a bunch of spices in there.
Yeah, and like like it was obviously like, dirtier than it could have like been if they'd given me more time to like fucking, get like my knees bloody and shit to, get all the like hard dirt and shit off that. But
Dang.
Swiffer that shit, Febreze, fucking Cloroxed all the surfaces before getting out of there. Had to go run a sub-3 marathon on the track.
What's a sub
Got
3?
there.
What's a sub 3?
Sub 3 hours.
So
Whoa.
it's running like sub-3 hours for a marathon, like sub 7 minute pace or something. I just
You're
did like
as
2 of those
fast as
back to back
shit.
like 2 months ago and won a race, but like
Sick.
with all this stress still going on.
You rip that
But
piece
yeah,
and then
these
go
guys.
run? That piece
Yo,
you
dude,
got.
yeah, all the fucking time. That's the way to go. You're just like a lot chiller.
You gotta
your
let it
lungs are
go,
a
dude. You
lot
gotta
more
let this go.
expanded.
I can't have this weighing you down, man. You have to let this
Yeah,
go.
I'm thinking of just letting it go if like they won't work with me more because like the legal battle is gonna take like a fucking year to like or more to get just together and like get a lawyer and get these guys in court and shit. And dude, they called the fucking cops on me to get them off their back because they told me they would have the security deposit. They told me that they were happy with like the way that they were going to be getting the apartment. And like they just like last minute like bait and switched the security deposit on me and got the cops on my ass to get me out of there. And I'm like wearing fucking neon pineapple colored running shorts, like
Well, dude.
like this. And
Well,
the
good.
cops are just like, dude.
Dang,
Pretty
that
fly,
sucks.
though.
Well, dude, I don't know, man. I guess just try some like fake, not even fake, just like send them like legal, like lawyer letters, and maybe that'll get them going.
Yeah, like I really don't want to give it more energy than it's like going to like take. Like it's gonna cost me more money and more time eventually if I
Yeah,
decide to go.
yeah. Just
Like,
fire. Just take one shot and just go to small claims or whatever. I don't even know if that's small claims, but just you're gonna
Yeah,
have to
it's small claims because it's under like 5,000. But yeah, I should get on top of that before they just fucking disappear. Honestly, but yeah,
Well,
I'm still working as like a coach and a DoorDasher though, and that's just taking up like all my fucking time, and I just gotta
well,
keep on working.
yeah, bro. You might have to let that one go. That's a bummer of a situation. Sucks.
Yeah, but thanks for like letting me fucking vent to you about that shit. And dude, thanks for like having me on in the first place, man. I didn't mean for this to be like all that I like talk about, but you're the reason why I'm coaching like one person who found me like last time. He's running 100 miles in like 4 months from now. Three yeah, three
How
months
do
from
you
now.
how do you prepare your body to run 100 miles?
You gotta like increase your mileage over a long period of time and make sure you're resistant to like 80, 90, 100-mile weeks. Just mostly time on feet is what's going to matter. And your lower like zone two heart rate and the pace that you're at for that is going to really dictate like how long you can hang on like to that pace like for a certain amount of time. Like you need to shuffle like how many long like time runs you go for and how many long like distance runs you go for and try to make that like more distance fit into less time over time without completely blowing up your training. You got to eat like fucking, 4 or 5 thousand calories a day for someone like me who's like 5'11", 140, and like I can't even keep the weight on, but
Dang. So
it's really different for everyone's speed and
what if
metabolism.
you're like 5'10", moderately jacked, average size penis, and every time you run 3 miles, your knees hurt? I just have to hang it up. There's just no way.
I would say like, yeah, you're talking about your knee pain like last time, man. You gotta like work through some cross training and strength training, maybe work with a PT. But it could be like a blood flow issue, like to your meniscus that like
Probably.
takes a lot longer time to heal, might need surgery, but people come back from knee surgery like, with less pain than they had before and better athletes than they were before and like are performing at the elite level of the sport. Like I can talk about some of these guys um for fucking ever. They're amazing. But
Well, nice. Well,
dude,
bro.
Matt, do what you got to do for that knee, man. I
True.
want to see you running again, man.
True.
And
Gotta get my 3
it
mile back
feels
to my 3
fucking
miles.
great.
Well, dude, thank you, man.
Fuck
I'm glad
yeah.
you got that off your chest, and yeah, hopefully that works out.
Yeah, I'm sorry I took up so much time, but
Nah, man,
yeah,
it's
it's just it's a fucker. But have a fucking awesome rest of the pod. I'll be vibing and laughing to you guys for eternity, man. Thanks.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
brother.
Thanks, bruh.
God
Dang,
bless
man, that was a whirlwind. That sucks for that. That's some bullshit.
See your dad.
you. Yeah, let's get another girl.
Yeah,
Is it another girl?
No, I'm just kidding.
There's a guy who's working on a true crime doc.
Get him out here.
Ooh.
Let's have it.
Robin Williams.
He's working on a documentary.
Yeah.
My brother gave me a sick idea for a documentary. What's up, bro?
Whoa.
Hey, what's going
you
on?
look like a Oh wait, I did that.
What
I have the
Yeah.
Epstein Island background on.
That confused me for a
What's,
second.
Yeah.
What's-
I downloaded that shit.
what is the sick background?
Thanks. Yeah.
What's the
Coming to you
true?
live.
What's the doc? What's the true crime doc you're working on?
So, there was this guy in Tucson in the 70s. His name was Rashad Khalifa, and he was like a biochemist and engineer and mathematician, and he was translating the Quran, and he decided to put the whole book into a computer, right? Because he was working on like one aspect of it that he found puzzling. So he claimed that when he put the whole thing into the computer, there was a recurring pattern involving the number 19, right?
Yeah.
And
19-year-olds? No, sorry. Go ahead.
no.
Right.
So he said that there was like a recurring pattern with the number 19, and then like certain words, certain letters, they added up to multiples of 19. And his claim was that like only God could have come up with this pattern that
Right.
was like woven into the text, this inherent pattern. So his claim was that like, all we have to do is follow the book, and that's it. You don't follow the teachings of the prophet, you don't do anything else, you just follow the book, right? So he starts his own sect it's more of a cult of Islam in the 70s in Tucson, and that's where I'm from. and he's like amassing like a small following, and then he starts making these other like wild declarations that he's like a prophet, that he's a messenger of God, that you know, he's figured out the exact date of the end of the world, which is like 2260 AD or something like that.
Nice.
I got a couple of his books.
The year 2200, based on his like math, Quran math.
Yeah. He printed these books out with like this dot matrix, dude. These are crazy.
The book keeps showing Epstein Island.
I know.
I know. I gotta turn off this fucking retarded. Like,
But do you understand the math at all of his 19 stuff?
It's really just like adding stuff up and divide, and like seeing that it's divisible by 19. It's really, really, really simple math. It's just he went through the whole book and found this pattern. So he starts his own sect. He publishes like this weekly newsletter or monthly newsletter, and then in 1989, there's a fatwa declared
On him?
against him.
Dang.
Love a good fight
On him. Yeah. But and I hate to be like a fucking dork about this, but a fatwa is only like a religious ruling. So the guys who make these rulings, there are a council of people in Saudi Arabia, right?
Sure.
And their declaration is just like, this is what we think about this issue according to Islamic law. The death sentence thing comes from whatever country wants to do that.
So Saudi Arabia is Fatwa DC, basically. That's like headquarters for fatwas.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's not a death sentence. It's just a religious ruling.
Yeah.
So they'll just be like, here's what we think about like blood transfusions or some like minute thing.
Right.
Did they ever think
yes.
the Prophet Muhammad's favorite number was 19?
I think it was 16.
Like, 9. But yeah, he was also like, he said that the oral teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, which are called the Hadith and Sunnah, shouldn't be followed as opposed to the teachings of the Quran, because that couldn't be corrupted over time, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to like, this big game of telephone. So he says he's a prophet, and then he does another big bad thing, which is he finds a verse in the Quran in one of the chapters that betrays the 19 pattern, right? So it doesn't add up to 19. And he claims that this is a satanic verse put there by Satan. And he omits that from his translation. So he's just fucking with the text of the book, which angered a lot of people, right? So, you have this fatwa in 89, and then in January 31st, 1990, he's found stabbed to death in his mosque.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a couple suspects they find. They track one guy down, and this is a couple years later that they find the suspect, because also in 1989, in like September of 89, this guy, they start investigating these burglaries in Colorado Springs. And it uncovers this storage facility, like this big storage facility in Colorado Springs. And there they find like ammunition, homemade explosives, and then all of these plans detailing like how to kill people.
It was just your
like,
standard Muslim garage.
Right. yeah, basically. And so they
Whose stuff was that?
So the Colorado Springs Police Department finds that it belongs to this group of radical black Muslim separatists.
What?
Yeah, they're called Jamaat al-Fuqra, which is it means community of the impoverished. So they find all of these plans detailing like assassination techniques, surveillance techniques, and they find evidence linking this group Fuqra to a firebombing in a Hindu temple in Denver, in a Hare Krishna temple, and then through like handwriting analysis, they find evidence linking another guy who bombed a Hindu-run temple in Portland, Oregon. Now, did you guys see that documentary Wild Wild Country?
Yeah,
I did, yeah.
that was Osho.
The Rajneesh cult owned that hotel that was firebombed by a member of Fuqra.
Okay.
So they find this group Fuqra and they link it to this Pakistani guy, this guy who calls himself Sheikh Jilani, and Jilani's from Pakistan. He fights in the Soviet-Afghan War in the 70s and 80s, and then he moves to the U.S. and he starts Fuqra on the East Coast, like upstate New York, and he recruits like disaffected, angry black men in the prison system to say, if you join with Fuqra, we can fight like the corrupting and shitty influences of America and the West, which are basically fucking Muslims over.
Wait, did you say the Diddy influences? I swear to God, I thought that's what you said.
No, like the corrupting influences of America and the West.
I thought you said they were like at war
No.
with Diddy. I'm like, that's sick.
I mean, yeah, I wonder where he stands on that.
Well, that's crazy. So what are you doing for the doc? Or are you just going to put this all together?
I'm trying to raise money for it. Yeah, I'm putting together like a pitch deck, and just go around, try to find these guys in prison who are connected to it.
You
Find
gotta
his
hate
killer.
GoFundMe.
You got to find the
Yeah,
Fuqras.
you got to call a little kid the N-word at the bar.
Get a big hate GoFundMe going.
Oh, look at this! Shout out Warmode.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Rest in peace to Val
Dude, good luck with
Kilmer.
your doc.
Oh,
That does sound kind of sick, man.
Yeah, it goes.
it's
It
really
gets even
interesting.
crazier. Yeah, because my parents met the guy when they first moved to Tucson in the 70s, and the guy who was murdered eventually.
I see.
The Muslim math guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes in like a million fucking different crazy directions. Like the Muslim math guy, his son ended up being first base for the Pirates.
There we go.
in the 80s.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then there's like all these connections to like 9/11 and people involved in like the U.S. embassy bombings in East Africa in the 90s. So
Dang.
yeah, it's pretty dense. Yeah, I've been researching it for like 3.5 years. I want to get it over with.
Well,
I'm so
dude,
tired.
you're on
Best
the
of
trail.
luck, man.
Yeah, you're on the trail.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if I get this thing made and sold, I'll let you guys know.
Hell yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Well, good
I'll
luck.
check it out.
I'm going to be on high alert for those Fuqras. Larry, you're not in the Fuqras, are
Take
you?
care. It looks
Nate's
like there's-
beard's pretty fucking long, dude. You in a Fuqras?
When Nate's mustache comes off, we got to start worrying.
Guy looks like he's in the service.
Yeah, I'm trying. A lot of guys are doing cool like activities. It seems like that guy's outside. I think he's working down there at the bottom.
Saw a guy earlier holding his baby.
Man.
Yeah, I did see that.
That guy looks like he's in a scary video game in the bottom right.
Escape the Amazon.
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
Oh, he's in the warehouse right now. What's up, bro?
We should get a fucking guy on the job right now.
Yeah.
Where's
There's
this
a lot of guys on the job.
Carby? Carby.
We're going to Carby.
Carby.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
We
Can't hear you.
Oh no.
he's muted.
He's in the command tower. DARPA's blacklisting the audio.
They're not letting him
Oh,
talk.
they're not letting him talk, dude. He's in like a fucking sick
Yeah.
command station.
Try one more time. I There we go.
Yeah, try to fire that guy back. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. What's up,
wait,
dude?
we can
Where you
hear
at?
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Dog.
Yeah, so I'm in the tower right now. Hold
What
on.
kind of tower are you in?
Air traffic control tower.
Yo.
Oh, nice.
Hey, you better pay attention, dude.
No, dude, that's not that important, right?
Wait, did you hear about that shit that happened in Newark this week? Apparently, it shut
dude.
down twice.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I don't know what they're up to.
Oh, and the governor, didn't the governor get something happened to him?
I
or
don't
something? Or
know
the
exactly
mayor
what
or
happened.
whatever.
I was just flying and I saw that everything from Newark was canceled, and that happened 2 times over the course of a week. And
Yeah.
I think it's because
I don't know
ladies.
anything
It's
about it,
because
to
the
be honest.
ladies are flying the
So
planes.
what do you? So how does that? What's your job there? Are you just taking calls, being like, "Yeah, you're good," or like what the fuck?
Exactly
What's
that,
been
dude.
going on, dude? They were all of a sudden out of nowhere, there was 40 fucking plane crashes.
Dude, I don't know what's going on, but to be
Because
honest,
all the guys
I
are
think it's
listening
not
to
that.
podcasts.
And I would like to let the record show, dude, my opinions are not that of the DOD. Let the record show. But yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah,
Scary.
dude, shit's chill right now, so I figured I'd dial in. Stoked I
man.
got on.
I appreciate it, man.
How much downtime
Yeah.
do you get in the air traffic control tower?
It just kind of depends. Depends on if anybody's doing any training or anything like that. So
Nice.
it's chill mode right now. But
That's cool.
See, I know a pilot, and he said the training incidents, like with that helicopter that chopped up that plane, those happen so much more frequently, and we just don't hear about it. Like
That makes sense.
training.
That's exactly
is
what it
that
is. Yeah.
correct? Okay.
Yeah, if something gets big traction on the news specifically focuses on that more, so it makes it seem like it's happening more. But like you're saying,
Yeah.
it's just damn, that's crazy thinking how many that's happening all the time.
I think
Yeah.
like military practice or whatever is they're crashing and stuff.
yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah. And to be honest, when you read into a lot of stuff, you read oh fuck, there was all these mistakes that were made, but it's really it's 3 or 4 small mistakes that lead to all these things. And really it makes you think, you're like, oh fuck, aviation actually is really fucking safe if they had to make all these mistakes in order for something like this to happen. So
Yeah, that's a nice.
Yeah,
way
they
to
always say
think
it's
about
way
it.
safer than driving.
Yeah.
And every time I'm driving, I'm like, I feel so much safer. Man, you do
every
see
time
a
I hear
car
Derby's
crash.
talk about being scared on the plane, I want to comfort the guy, dude, because I'm like, dude, it's pretty chill, you know? But
It is.
yeah.
It is very safe. It's funny because I'll see 2 accidents every time I drive, and I'm like, man, I feel so much safer right now. I'm glad.
Yeah,
we're on
true.
one. Yeah, you
I think I
can't
want to
go.
drive faster now. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a bit of a speed demon lately.
Speed demon,
It's because of the cold brew. I didn't want to tell myself today. My wife's like, "You've been driving so fast lately," and I'm just gnashing my teeth, like, "What are you talking about?" Dang.
And when she tells you that, you want to drive faster too. You're like, come on, I'm driving faster now.
Not if you're trying to. I've been chilling her, chill attacking her, just showing her how chill I can be. Usually, yeah, it's you think this is fucking fast. Now I'm going, oh yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I appreciate it. It's nice when people point out stuff I'm doing wrong. It's actually kind of, fight against.
Yeah,
I've been
and you
chill-
have to chill attack them even when they're driving too.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I would not have been bothered by that at all. But obviously,
That's a lot of energy to waste on such a thing. But yeah, that's fine if you want to do that. Go ahead.
Dude,
yeah, when I'm on the motorcycle, I have to chill attack. Otherwise, I spaz. But
Yeah, because people
yeah,
can
dude.
almost kill you. What are you about to say?
yeah.
What are you about to say, G. Dini?
someone in the chat was talking about the rehearsal, the new Nathan Fielder show. Have you seen that yet, brother?
No, dog.
It's
What's that
all
about? Do you know?
about aviation. Well, it's like a comedy
Oh.
show, but I was watching it on the plane and I didn't know that it's all about just plane crashes.
Oh.
So I just watched
The
4
whole
episodes.
show.
It's hard to explain how he does it, but he's basically doing a mockumentary sort of style, I guess, where he's trying to figure out why. Like he said, a bunch of aviation crashes are caused because co-pilots don't want to speak up to the main pilot. So it's sort
Really?
of like a funny thing of him diving into that and talking to pilots about why that is and things of that
Yeah.
nature.
Well, yeah. What's
And I don't
pilot-
want to besmirch any specific countries, but I will say the Tokyo partners, that's kind of a big problem over there because they really don't they're all about the hierarchies,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I
So
see. That makes
What?
sense.
yeah. And Korea, because I was stationed in Korea before. I'm in Germany now, but
No shit.
when I was in Korea before, you see military bros that even if they outrank them, they won't say anything to them because they're older. Because the Korean bros really respect age.
Right.
So it's weird. Like there's like a lot of dynamics that play into it. But
Yeah, it's
So
sort
they-
of what that
so they get
whole
like
Nathan
a-
Fielder show is about
Really?
so far, at least. Yeah.
So you just get like one anime beat of sweat on you, and you go,
Yeah.
He's watching fucking mountain come up. Ah.
yeah, exactly.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. It's weird, dude. But yeah, hearing all the stories, I've got every family member reaching out to me like, dude, what happened with this? I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. They fucking you
Yeah.
saw it. They fucking flew into each other and blew up.
Yeah. And they always ask, they're like, dude, what's the classified intel? I like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I work fucking too many hours, dude, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
I was about to ask you about the aliens. Seems like you won't
Yo.
have an answer.
Did you ever?
all I know, dude, there's been some targets. I've seen some targets. So
okay.
Targets.
I'm not.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait,
So-
wait,
don't
I
get
don't want to get
yourself
this
in
guy.
trouble.
I don't want to get on a long rant. That seems like it's been happening a lot lately. But
Orders from high above coming down.
so there's
Take
two
shots
sides of
from the
our
watchtower.
So what happened?
there's the tower and then there's the radar. So I was radar before, and now I'm tower.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh shit! They,
Reach 4,000 clearance on request. Stand by.
Oh, it's so fucking cool.
I gotta actually do my job, dude. It's not on request. His clearance is not on request. There's two sides of our traffic, and before was I was in the radar. So you're basically like exactly like what you expect. Dark room, like looking at a flat scope, top down, and you get a lot of like you see a lot of targets out there, and sometimes you wonder like what are they up to, and you'll see guys like deviate around them even when they're at fucking 40,000 feet. You know.
yeah.
I don't know, dude. What are they up to?
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
I don't know. Yeah,
Scary.
Nice. There you go.
but
Ooh, that's
yeah, dude. Thanks for getting me on. I should probably go do my fucking job.
Yeah.
All right, love you, bros. Thanks for having me on.
Dude, you
Yeah,
roll.
man.
Love you.
Love you
That
too,
dude,
man.
just here in the military, I would feel so cool in the tower. Just be like, Romeo 6? Yeah. Alpha.
Gotcha.
Dang, that ruled. Who's get the bro on the forklift?
There's
Is
a
that,
postman,
oh yeah, USPS. Get that guy up in here.
I think.
I think you actually nailed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's whipping that joint.
What's up, bro?
Whipping that thing.
What's up, brother? Driving it like
Oh,
a
he's muted.
driving like a
Yeah,
British
we're on
guy.
you, bro. What you doing?
Oh, shit. Let me pull off.
Oh yeah, my bad.
The young bulls.
Dude, how you doing,
What's
man?
up, dog?
Shit, we're doing pretty good. Getting over a pulled tooth, so the best we can. Can't cheat no ganj.
Let's cut right to the
Oh,
chase, bro.
true,
You getting
you're
any pussy on this route, or what's going on?
Getting any pussy? Nah, we got 3 kids, so we got
True. Have you ever got attacked by any dogs? You ever have to fight any dogs off?
Bro, yeah, probably like once a week.
Yeah,
What?
that
It
beef is
happens a
real.
lot.
Yeah,
It
my
happens so much.
my uncle said he booted a dog one time. He had a dog try to bite him, and he said he like kicked it on the porch.
Yeah, I smacked a pit bull with a package one time, and then the owners got hella mad. I was like, bro, you got to get your dog. I'm not going to
Yeah.
just let him attack me.
How many of your coworkers have gotten bit by dogs?
Oh, shit. So many.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
So many.
My uncle battled dogs for like
That's
40
crazy.
fucking years.
I
The
didn't
actual
know
true
if that
arch
was
nemesis.
real or
Oh,
not.
dude,
Yeah.
it's like a real thing.
Is it the colors or is it just the stranger? I think it's
Stranger,
the color.
bro.
I think it'll.
Yeah, it's just being a stranger.
You
'Cause,
got to get
I
up
mean,
and close.
There's a lot of dogs that act like they're going to bite you, but like once you actually get up and you're like calm, they just say what's up.
Yeah.
They're not really
Not a
that
bad.
aggressive, but there are like Huskies. I don't trust Huskies. Huskies will
Oh.
get you, bro.
Interesting.
They will get you so good.
Then they'll talk shit.
Do they teach you? True. Do they teach you any kind of like defense in the training against dogs? Like, what do they say?
No, all they say is put your little bag up and then like spray them with the dog spray. But
Oh,
they legit will lap up the dog spray like it's candy.
It doesn't bother
really?
them.
So I just smack them with my bag or I just run. I don't play. Hell, I don't
Well,
play.
I've heard before for
You should
dog
start carrying.
self-defense. Yeah, true. You start blasting them. I've heard you're supposed to like wrap your arm up, which is take a lot of time. But you get like a jacket, put it on your arm. Is the first thing you hold
Yeah, I
out
got
to
a
a
pretty
dog, it'll
big
bite.
jacket.
Yeah, if you hold that
So
out,
I
they'll,
just
they'll bite the first thing, and then you're supposed to give them like a sleeve covered arm, and then when they bite down on it, you poke them in the eyeballs with your finger.
Nice combo.
That's what I've heard.
The Stooges. The Stooges.
Mr.
What if he
Pesky,
goes
I
like
gotta
this?
say something. Mr. Matt, I got
Yo,
something to say.
what's going on?
So I don't really get too like starstruck or fuck with celebrities that much.
For sure.
But I do gotta say, you're probably one of my favorite fucking celebrities / comedians, bro.
Well,
I
thank
do
you, bro.
gotta say that.
I
You're like the
appreciate it.
only one that I'm really like, Mr. Kusky, bro. You're really only one I get excited for.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
thank you, man. That pumps me up.
So it's crazy you guys picked on me. I appreciate it.
Dude, well, thank you, man. Keep doing
Thank
the
you for
fucking
your service, man.
service. Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I fuck with
Hopefully
mailmen.
soon I'll just fucking looking to get my own work going and I'll hop out of this shit.
It's a sweet gig, man.
Yeah.
Dude, the mail's
It is a good gig.
One of my favorite uncles did the mail. He's fucking such a beast.
Bro's got the ops in the corner.
Yo.
The husky.
Oh,
Where's
shit.
Yeah.
Do you see that husky?
Somebody threw a.
Someone's taunting you with their
Yikes.
husky right now.
He looks mean, too. He looks hungry.
Yeah, I won't play.
He will
I'll
bite you,
spray
dude.
them too.
Oh, this guy's working on a Yoda right now.
Yo, get that guy in the shop. Fire that
He's
guy
got it
up.
up on the lift.
Thank
Oh,
you,
there's
sir.
another postman, too.
Oh,
Hello,
shit.
gentlemen.
What's up, bro? What you doing?
I'm working on a Toyota right now.
I had
up?
to feel it.
What's wrong with that Yoda?
Nothing, man. I'm doing a brake flush on it.
Nice.
Ah,
Did it
cool.
need it? Be honest. Did it need it?
Probably not. I didn't sell this shit, man. I really didn't. It's fucking, dude, don't come here, man. Give a shit will fuck you.
Well, it's good. You got the brake. You know, look, man, that stuff gets gunked up. I'm gonna sell it. You need the brake change.
They're gonna sell this thing for sure. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. These guys came in for a concern with their fucking
You gotta keep your
four-wheel drive,
gotta
dude.
keep your head in front of that.
What was wrong with it?
No,
License
we're not
plate.
going to do
They,
the video.
Oh,
Yeah, we won't do video. We won't do vid. Don't worry. We'll cut the vid.
But they're complaining about their fucking steering wheel like jerking when they're turning because they left the bitch in four-wheel drive.
The whole time?
The fucking whole way. They drove 4 hours from Houston
Oh my gosh.
in four-wheel drive, dude. You're not supposed to do that.
No.
I saw this video. This dude get emasculated by he was stuck on the sand, and some dude came over and like while he had his bay in the car and was like, "Let me show you how to get your car," and just like had to put, and then it was like, "Don't leave it that way." It'll like he had to get a lesson from him.
I told you it happened to me.
I gotta teach people shit all the time. Hey, is this actually gonna be an issue?
No.
No.
It'll just be
All
audio.
right, cool. I gotta do stuff. I'll be right back.
Take your time. Dude,
All right.
that happened to me. I was in the grocery store and a guy, I think I talked about this. A guy was like, I was like, Brittany's like, can you get this? And I couldn't reach. And this older guy came by, a tall guy, and he goes, I'll get that. And I was like, bro, no disrespect, but you got to get the fuck out of here. I'm not having that, dude. Just can't.
Yeah, kid. Like you're gonna fuck my life up.
Yeah, that's the one. The car area, I can get sunned so hard. I don't know shit about cars.
It wasn't that it wasn't a mechanic though. It was like he was just trying to take his car on the beach, got stuck, and just just like, let me
Fun's
help you with
over.
that. Yeah.
That sucks.
You can hear
Dude,
his
these
baby
service
like,
advisors, the people that actually sell you the shit that we do, they don't know anything, dude. They don't know a fucking thing.
I bet.
But they know enough compared to the average person, and it's like every time they're like, "Man, you're gonna want to flood that air filter, man." It's just like, dude.
I feel like they just
The
know
fucking air
something
filter
to
costs,
scare
like-
you with.
Yes,
Right?
that's exactly what it is, dude. It's like,
They're like, if you don't do this,
hey, do
your
you love
family
your
could
family?
die.
Yeah.
It's mob tactics.
Would you like to see something bad happen to them?
And the air they're like, they must cost what, like $6?
Dude, yeah, they're cheap as fuck. Go to like K&N or something and buy a filter there. They're so easy to change too, man.
You better be careful, bro. Someone's gonna sneak up behind you. And be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're gonna get hit with a wrench or
Nah,
something.
dude, they isolated me, man. I'm too much of a fucking dog, bro.
I've got the isolation before at jobs, big time. Sent to the darkest corner.
Time
Like,
out.
dude, you can't talk to people. Get out
I'm in
of here.
solitary right now.
That's awesome.
Well, thanks for
hell
having
yeah.
me on,
Dude,
guys.
yeah,
nice
thanks for
talking
giving
with
us,
you, bro.
yeah, thanks for giving us the truth about the Steelership.
Yeah.
Of course,
the
man.
Steelers.
Steelership.
Later on, brother.
Peace.
Peace.
Knew
Take
it.
care.
I knew it.
Who else? Who else?
Yeah, they always give. What do we
just
have? We
chilling.
have we got 15 minutes left, dude. Let's cycle through. We're on a fucking roll right now, dude. We're on an absolute roll. Is anyone? Lemaire, monitor the chat. Is
Also,
anybody?
yeah, I'm sorry if the chat's asking me to put him in. I'm not on that.
It's
Yell
Lemieux's.
at Lemaire for that.
Some guy talking about his beard.
What about it?
Yeah, that's
This
maybe.
guy, the Zoom user guy, his hands are being crazy.
Get him over here. Fire him up. Let's see. There we go. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Privatize the enemy. This is truly the ops of the USPS.
Yeah, true.
Yo,
What's up? Fuck you, SPS, baby.
dang. Did you guys ever see each other buzzing around? You must.
CPS.
Yeah, I was just at the convenience store and I saw this fucking 7-foot white guy delivering two. I'm out of breath, guys. This shit is hot as fuck out here.
Where you at?
I'm in the middle of fucking West Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting that heat wave.
Oh yeah, the rest
Fucking
of
nowhere.
Whoa.
Yes.
What was crazy is on top of this fucking bridge right here, out of nowhere, right on the top, had to swerve out of the way to miss a turtle.
Oh,
Dude, yeah,
Of all
it's
fucking
mating,
things.
it's mating season right now. They're out.
Like he's trying to get that pussy on the other
He's trying
side.
to get that turtle pussy, bro.
Why the turtle crossed the
The
road?
wettest.
It,
You the turtles
will
or
take
what?
him 2 to 3 business days to get there, but
Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race, bro.
True.
you gotta go with us if you want to get that next day delivery service.
Yeah, the USPS does fucking. They do rip. Or no,
They're
FedEx,
booty.
excuse me,
UPS, you mean.
UPS does rip. USPS.
FedEx is even fucking worse.
What's up with FedEx?
They use
FedEx.
Fed up.
They use
I call it
voltage.
fed up. I call it fed up.
I'm fed up of that fucking joke, man. That's all I hear out here. Did you know UPS and FedEx are gonna join and become fed up? All fucking day long. That and then they ask me what's inside the box. I don't know.
Oh, that sucks. That's when you
It's all good.
when you do construction. Everyone goes, "What are they building here?" And I used to always either be like a male strip club. I'd always just say something fucked up.
Concentration.
Yeah. I'm like method
The only way to do it.
or like they're doing like one of those needle exchanges. They're like, "What?" It's like, I don't know, man. This is what they
Oh
told me.
fuck yeah!
They're building an immigrant playground.
Nah, get them out of here. We need those for the white people and black kids.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah. That must be nice.
Man,
to just be
dude,
right in the middle.
bro. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's got to be nice to just be able to just
Uh,
toss it
yeah,
out
nah,
to
for sure.
whites and blacks.
Yeah, get the Browns out of here, dude. I don't even like them.
Wait, what are you?
Bro.
He's brown.
I'm brown, baby.
He's brown.
I'm only brown. This is I wear this to sleep. I shower. I only have one uniform.
Hell yeah, dude. What's some of the besides people giving you like shitty fucking, I mean, the fed up, I'm right on the same page. I saw it coming from a mile away.
To be honest,
what's some of the hazards you face?
The hazards, not very many hazards, man. The highway that I'm on right now was once named the deadliest highway in Texas for like 2 years in a row. So that's probably the only thing that I'm fighting. I heard the guy talking about dogs. I don't have very much bad luck with dogs. I feel like I'm like you, Matt. I'm in tune with animals. I feel like
That's what I'm saying.
they get my sense. They come up to me and I let them smell me, let them do their thing, and most of the time they just want to bite my tire.
There you go.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I've ran over one dog. So
Shit.
Oh,
What kind of breed?
was he
little
biting the tire?
Chihuahua.
it was a Chihuahua, but it was a weird hairy Chihuahua. So better off.
Had to be done. Yeah, had to be done.
Yeah,
Good fucking riddance.
get them out of here.
Dead? Is it
Man,
dead?
this is-
Dead
Oh
or-
yeah, fucking for sure, 100%.
It's probably flat.
I got dually tires on this thing, man. So it
You got Chihuahua
it
crushers.
ran over both.
Yeah, that's a nice
dang.
whip,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, man. This is fucking crazy, bro. I was not expecting that at all. I've been trying to join since the fucking first time it dropped. I got the notification late every fucking 10 minutes. I've been trying to see
Oh,
if I can
shit.
get into this shit, bro. This is fucking wild, guys. I
Fuck
love
yeah,
y'all.
bro.
I
Dude,
love you too,
love
man.
you too, man.
Peace.
Take it easy.
Take care.
For sure. Y'all
Have a
have a
day.
good one.
You too, man.
man.
That's all.
Thanks.
That's all I wanted to know if you ran over a Chihuahua or not.
Yeah, that was awesome.
My brother ran over our family dog. I think.
Oh,
Which
man.
Well, it used to just like chase the tires all the time. One day it just took it lived. That's why I asked. The cop, it survived the car crash, but it was fucked up. It's a little Jack Russell.
Someone's
R.I.P.
got you on the plane as their background, Lemezi. Oh, a lot of people have you as their background, actually.
Wait, I only see that.
It's that guy, and then in the bottom left, too.
Oh, the one is the self-suck tutorial.
Yeah, the self-suck tutorial.
Get these. Who are these two bros right here?
Oh, yeah.
Or what's the chat saying?
It looks like
Full-time
Zach from the
professor of
ship.
jazz studies. Sick.
He looks like Zach, doesn't he?
Get jazz studies. Let's see jazz studies. Oh, hold on. What's that say? I got a prison story. I'm always kind of all ears. Get that prison story guy.
Wait, is that Zach? In the middle? You talking about in the middle with the
Yeah,
mustache?
doesn't that look like Zach? No, up above him.
Go up. Let me hit stay at home dad and prison story. Prison story, stay at home dad.
Oh.
And then we'll get those two bros. I did say we'll get those two bros as well. Let's fit them
I
in.
thought it was. I see. I think I know you mean.
Do you see him? Get those two bros while we find the prison story guy. It's up in the chat. Or prison story
Yo,
guy.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
What's up, dudes? What you guys doing?
Yeah.
What's up, man? We're probably about a couple miles away from you. We're down in DKR, the stadium right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ah, cool.
What you guys doing?
What's up, brother?
We're just chilling. I'm crushing some PowerPoints.
Nice.
I
Is that,
did want to.
is that your boy with you?
Yeah, it's my boy. It's a boy.
What's up, boy?
What up?
What's up, boy?
We got a couple of stout boys in the Texas football creative department.
Nice, man.
He put me on you guys not too long ago.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I know this is a safe space in the inner sanctum of the page.
Yeah.
I did want to discuss my Angion method findings.
What happened?
Is this we good to talk about?
Yeah, absolutely.
This
That's
is
the
safe
penis
space,
part.
man.
I know this is a
That's the
safe
what?
space.
That's the
Penis
penis
enlargement.
enlargement.
Please, let's have it.
So,
Giannis Biffrin.
all right. So did you ever get a hold of the wheel?
No, I never got the wheel.
All right, so the wheel's hard to come by. I didn't even bother with the wheel, but I've been doing the hand methods.
Yeah.
I think I've been doing that.
So what happened?
All right, so he's not lying when he says you may become a 2-pump chump.
What?
Oh, shit.
That's valid.
Shit.
Now,
I
length,
could benefit from that.
I can't say I've seen any improvements. Girth, 100%.
That's what we want. From
I'm
what's
talking-
the method? You're just doing the Angion method, but just hand pump.
Yeah, just the Angion, straight up Angion method. Now, I will say I'm also on the maca and
Hey, man.
beet juice.
Beet
juice
I
gets the
heard
blood
beet
flowing.
juice.
Beet juice, the beet juice. He gives me shit about
Your
the beet
boy
juice.
is not
You
like
got him downstairs.
All he does, he drinks water or anything.
So we
have him downstairs prepared for like the players, and he'll go down, and they're in these little tiny water bottles, and he'll get
Drink
like
like 3 a
6
day.
of them.
Gets the blood
But it's
flowing like
helping
that.
you?
I'm telling you, you could hang a damn fucking shower towel on that thing. But no.
Well, hell yeah.
So I will say the Angion method. I mean, there's something to it.
People were hating on him, man. He seemed like he knew his shit. Everyone's like, he's full of shit.
I mean, he took all that time. He dedicated his whole fucking life to it.
Yeah.
True. Dang,
But
so
no,
you're saying
I
you
would
got
say
the
that-
girth.
The girth is there, and the stoutness.
Yeah,
Stout.
the maca does. So what? Take me to what is exact? What's the hand pump method? I forget exactly. I remember you were saying it was like you're flowing the blood to one chamber, back down to the back.
Yeah. So you're not just
You're not joking.
just sitting there cranking.
Yeah.
So it is like the one where like you go down the backside.
Yeah.
So let me hit that. No, all right. Let me just give you the routine.
Yeah. Give me the routine.
Let me preface this all with a no homo, obviously.
Yeah.
Respect.
Thank you for that.
Needed that.
Normally start off, we'll do like a warm up. It's only about 2 to 5 minutes going down the back.
Yep.
Again, I can't preface enough. No homo here.
Yo, the bro in the back.
I don't even know
Arms
if you know.
crossed in the back.
I don't even know if
So
you've heard about this.
Walked in on this shit.
We're supposed to be making PowerPoints right now, boys, but I gotta find it.
You're just standing in the back.
So normally about 2 to 5 minutes of that, get the blood flowing, get warmed up, and then like he was saying, you go on the underside.
Mm-hmm. And just hit
Like
the wheel.
that.
Just get that little
It's
thing
with
going.
the wheel.
Yeah.
The wheel, but with your fingers. I will say you get a crazy like forearm pump doing it too.
True.
No, I'll normally hit that from anywhere between like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how you're feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you will start to get, like, it gets to about, like, 8 or 9 minutes, and you're like, oh, man, about had enough of this. But, yeah, no, I will say for sure, definitely, like, girth, stoutness, and just, you may become a 2-pump chump.
Dang.
That's important.
That's awesome.
But it is, I mean, it's not, I think I'm in a good enough spot to where I can say it's not bullshit.
All right.
How long you did? How long
good to
did you
hear.
do it for before you got gains?
I haven't been the most disciplined with it, but I honestly saw you see instant flaccid results.
Oh, that's what I'm after,
almost instant.
That's crazy.
Almost instant. But I will say, like, I don't think you got to kind of stay on top of it, because if you don't, I feel like it doesn't really hang around long.
You got to keep it around. Yeah, I got you.
You got to kind of stay on top of it.
And it is just that wheel movement like this on the underside.
Yeah. It's like it. So, like,
sick.
You're right here.
There you go.
Up like that.
Warm it up. That's sick.
Over 2.
That's awesome.
You definitely want a private space.
You got to kick the boy out.
I'm totally ignorant on like all of this. I had no idea what we're talking about.
You're pissing the boy.
The boy's got to drink his beet juice. Well, dude, thank you for sharing. That's fucking awesome.
That's great info.
No. Appreciate it, boys, and appreciate you having Janice on. I mean, this is
man.
truly like people need to know about.
All right, fuck, there it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
he gave. It was like a 2-hour talk about how to get your dong bigger.
Yeah,
nice.
And some people were hating, and I never got my wheel, but I'm just gonna go manual, dude. Anytime I'm gonna ask my wife, like, "Yo, we're gonna smash." No problem. Angie and method.
Don't mind me.
Hell yeah.
Doing this for you.
Ask the iPhone.
All right, you want to hear a real quick story?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Sure, brother.
Okay, so fucking when I was 17, I caught a burglary rehabilitation charge because I broke into someone's house, right? He called the police, and because they said I was intending to commit a felony by harming him, they upgraded it from breaking and entering to a burglary rehabilitation. Cool, so I get 4 years probation. On the probation, I keep smoking weed, and here in Texas, they got a program where they send you to an inpatient facility, but it's really just TDC. Like, you get a card, you can go do 6 months and everything in a real facility. So I kept fucking around smoking weed, and they sent my ass over there. Cool, well, it's a big dorm room setting, it's like 56 people in there. We all chilling and shit. I started getting in with the Mexicans and shit, and they fucking were bringing bread back from the cafeteria one day, and I got a whole loaf, and I handed it to this young kid. He's a Crip. I handed it to him and said, "Hey, man, let's take this back to the dorm for me." "All right, man, I got you." So, boom, I finish up working, I get off, I go to the dorm, I'm like, "Hey, man, where bread is?" They stopped me and took it from me in the hallway. But, so I'm like, all right, cool. His other partner comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, they didn't really take it from him. He's really got that shit in his locker." So I go holler at him, like, "Hey, man, you stole this shit from me, so now we got to go get down." "Oh, no, I ain't trying to get down. I'm like, "Man, go put your shoes on. We got to go see about this shit." He ain't want to do it. So I ended up swinging on him, and then his partners across the hall that were Crips saw me swing on him and drop him, and they got all pissed off. So boom, once dinner time comes, they fucking come over to the dorm, 5 of them, and they back me up into a corner, and I'm fucking, getting at it with 5 niggas right there in the little ass corner.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. As soon as that shit pop off, the fucking guards come in, they go out, and they couldn't really tell exactly what happened, so they're like, "Oh, cool." Well, all the Mexicans that I was cool with, they were like, "Hey, man, we really fucked up that shit had happened in our dorm, but you're not Mexican, so we can't really do nothing, so we're going to say this shit's about the dorm." I was like, "All right, cool, what does that mean?" And they fucking handed me a knife, and they said, "That means this shit finna go down." So boom, for like fucking 3 weeks, we're on lockdown. Every time that door popped, this motherfucker's hopping up with big-ass knives trying to fucking stab each other and shit.
Damn.
It ended up fucking no one got stabbed over that shit, but the very last day, like right before the lockdown ended, I'm fucking right there in the hallway coming back from getting my mail. And the dorm, because our dorms are literally like a hallway apart, so we can see these people that are trying to come over here every night and kill us. Fucking. So I'm sitting in the hallway, coming back from mail, and then there's 3 of them standing right there. And that's when they're like, "Oh, okay, so what the fuck we finna do?" I said, "Shit. I mean, ain't no fucking running. Like, let's fucking get it down." So I'm like, all right, so I popped top, and they're fucking standing there. Man, one of them pulled out a knife and just started getting to wolfing. They don't even want to do shit, bro. They just sit talking until the fucking cops came over there and arrested all of us.
Mm.
Damn, you were having like knife battles?
Yeah, they were trying to get into knife fights in there.
Damn.
Shit. How old were you in this?
So this was 2 years ago.
Okay,
so I was 21.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. You want to see my fucking bald ass head?
Yeah, obviously.
This
That's
gonna be Lamisi if y'all keep fucking drinking.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Louise did not like
what
You didn't get a smile from him there.
You got a big frown.
We gotta straighten Lemaire out. He's got to go to knife jail. Dude.
Fuck yeah.
We
Go
gotta
into
send you to
fucking
knife
Mexican.
jail with the
Damn.
Mexicans.
It's fucking crazy. So I got this shit on my chest,
Sick.
and there's some gang down here in Texas that's like the Texas Senators, and this is their exact logo, but I didn't know that. So
Oh,
these cracks
Lord.
on it, that's the only thing that saved my ass is I have those cracks on it. But they were trying to fucking stab me on the first day because of that shit. and I didn't know.
Jail sounds rough, man. Jesus
Yeah, it
Christ.
doesn't sound
Yeah,
fun
it's
at
fucking
all.
gay.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds
it
pretty
Everyone,
gay.
everyone there had less than a year, so
That's
they were just
crazy.
dry doing shit.
Yeah, what?
So, but I don't understand. So then they wouldn't. The Mexicans wouldn't. They just like gave you a knife. Like, we can't do this, but you better hold this in case they try to stab you.
So they couldn't like go into the other dorm and stab those guys because I'm not Mexican. If I was Mexican and they came into the dorm and did that, then they could have done it, right?
Oh, I got you.
But they fucked with me and they wanted to go do that. So they were like, hey, you got to be the first one to set shit off. So if they come in here, you got to swing first. and then
Oh,
we're
if they
swinging
come
right
into the
behind
door,
you.
I got you. That's sick.
Yeah. So, and they do count every 15 minutes. So that door pops every 15 minutes and it doesn't always lock. So every 15 minutes, all day, all night, you're sitting over there waking up, you hear the door pop, and then you're sitting over there. Is doors going to pop at the same time? Because if they pop at the same time, it doesn't matter if there's a guard in the hallway. It's, 100 guys between the two dorms that are trying to kill each other.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you got out of that.
Did that beef follow you outside? You still got a little bit of that?
No, it didn't follow me outside, but one of the guys who was involved with it, I didn't find this out till like a year ago, but like 3 days after he got out, he went down to San Antonio and got shot.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry.
Dang.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, glad you're doing good. That's
Yeah, you seem to be
Damn.
Yeah, that's just gay. Stay the fuck out of jail, especially in Texas, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, me too.
Well, dude, thanks for bringing us up to speed. That sounds kind of exciting.
Yeah,
a little swashbuckling.
Matt, I got a confession I got to give you, bro. I got fucked up one time, and I started organizing a plot to cyberbully you. I was gonna follow your tour dates and then wait till your shows ended and like track